Avast ahoy and g'day once again to ye mateys! I be your tattered and threadbare DM, Josh the Pirate, and it brings me more personal pleasure than spending 48 hours alone with my significant other, a bunch of chocolate, board games and booze, to welcome you back to Corsair's Cove and my Humblewood world for the start of a new campaign of Songs and Scales. Above me, I have my hearty crew, the daring Big Viking Mitch, the intrepid Jess the Queen Binch, the audacious Karen Schlink, and a dauntless and clearly vaccine-resistant strain of Zach the Renegade Chicken. So let's talk about these lovely folks, shall we? Mitch, who the absolute heck are you, mate?
How you going, everybody? I am Mitch, also known as Big Viking Mitch. You will find me on what is formerly known as the Twatter, now known as X, at Mitch_Earnshaw, which you see the link right there. You'll also see me on Twitch occasionally, streaming when I feel the fancy. Just got myself a new camera, so doing a little bit of paint, like miniature painting streaming. Okay. So come on over if that's your kind of thing, and if not, then all the best to you. And I will be playing a new character tonight. I think it's my second character in the Humblewood universe. After Third? Oh, that's right. Him. Of course, I played that one session of him. Yes. So yeah, looking forward to it.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Sherlock, howdy. Hello. WA, let's go. Yes, it is indeed. Sherlock, how are you going, buddy? Jess, who the heck are you?
Oh, I'm Jess. Hi, I'm Jess, the Queen Binch, as you may have heard earlier. Haven't been on the channel in a while. In the time since I have been on the channel, I've gotten a full sleeve tattoo.
Fuck yes.
So, sleeve reveal. So, yeah, I'm pretty fucking stoked about that, not gonna lie. I'll be playing Milo. He's my little baby hedgehog boy. I miss him so much, and I'm so excited to be back.
It is lovely to have you back. My lovely Karen, who the heck are you?
Hi, I am Karen, sometimes known as the mother of bunnies. I'm a performer, a writer, an internet addict, and haunting presence at this here site. Often on Tuesdays when I play video games, occasionally rage quitting, but mostly getting overly enthused about, incredible details in the graphics because, I notice stuff like that. And yeah, Humblewood on Thursday nights. Which is always fun. And by the way, Josh, I can't get in to my character sheet because it won't let me log into the Corsair's account because I don't have the right phone to agree to the login.
Great.
Because
fortunately, I have your account. I have your character sheet open. So I can just tell you what your abilities are, and you can roll dice physically, I guess. We're very professional here. Zach, who the heck are you?
Hi, yes, I'm Zach. As Josh alluded to before, the infection returns. Can't get rid of me that easily. I'm very excited to be back. I'm very excited to keep playing Kingsley. It has been some time, and I have, every time I've had a conversation with Joss over the last year or so, I have asked him in some capacity about when we'll be back. So I'm very, very excited to be.
I am just going to send Karen the verification message that she has
Yes!
sent to my phone.
Oh, yes, Renegade Chicken in chat.
You who missed the story, I threw my phone into the ocean on Monday.
Yeah.
It was a great
Which
idea.
could happen to anyone.
I've sent it through Facebook Messenger, lovely.
Oh, she's gone.
And I be Josh the Pirate. You can find me here on my channel, Corsair's Cove, where I run D&D and other RPG-related games with me lovely wife Karen, the mother of bunnies, and all Miss Splendid friends. A gift for Poseidon. Yes, he must be appeased on the regular.
Or else.
If you like my majestic voice, but you think I could stand to tone the face down a bit, you can check me out in the podcast There Be Dragons, where I play the infamous and deadly pirate Skern Felspar und his little dragon Krosh, and otherwise just generally infesting the Twitch streams. Occasionally I will be over on the Lawrite with almost all of this lot, actually, for some Vaesen adventures. I even tune into Dread every now and again. Other than that, yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm also fully engaged in an education in primary teaching degree. So that's fun too. I don't think how much. What else? There's plenty of other things we do need to talk about today. I must remind our audience that time is racing toward us till the Huns arrive. But if you heed my every order, then you might just like, follow, and subscribe to all the things, you bloody champions, because we have all the exclamation mark socials. We have a YouTube where you can check out all 202 previous episodes in the Humblewood world, of which nearly 8 of them are about these people.
For now.
So there's a few. The last International Talk Like Josh the Pirate Day was the last time we had Kiki, Milo, and Kingsley on the stream, where they did the tale of... they did the Adventure of Deep Grotto from Sync RPG, which was quite interesting. And the story this evening will pick up right after that. But in the tradition of this campaign running games that I didn't write, tonight the adventure is written by the lovely chaps over at Every Trick Books, who have given me permission to run this, which is rather fun. If you really enjoy it, and you bloody well should, this is the adventure Breakout from Bloodmoon Bay by the splendid Glen Watkins of Every Trick Books. So check out their stuff at everytrickbooks.com. If you want to try out any of their other stuff, I have run another of the adventures that Glen has written. As a professional dungeon master, I've taken that out and run it, and it was actually really, really good. Very, very strong recommendation. There are also some other TTRPGs that he has written completely non-D&D related. So you can check out all of his wonderful stuff there. Secondly, we are affiliated with the marvelous chaps at Wootton Forge Gaming Accessories. Types better if I actually clicked on there. Wootton Forge make things like this beautiful Jarrah Dice Keeper right here, or even my personal favourite, this little box that contains a Corsair's Cove coin. Corsair's Cove commemorative coin, carved out of excellent bronze. There we are. Oh, look at it. Sent me that. I think... No, this wasn't the 100th episode. Or was it? It was something related to it, though. No, they didn't... It's been... I've had it for ages. They started making them like, hey, we should send Josh one. And I'm glad they did. Beautiful thing. Ah, yes. Excellent. They do have some excellent merchandise. Check them all out at woodenforge.com/Corsair's Cove, and we get a sneaky little kickback for any purchases you make, you bloody champions, because I don't shill, but I do have bills. We are also affiliated with the wonderful guys at Troll Lord Games. Troll Lord Games create the Castles and Crusades system. They have the Siege engine, which is all their games run on. The Amazing Adventures system as well. Really, really great stuff, and they are providing tonight's giveaway. We have a giveaway for this evening because it's a new season. So let me just start that now. Create and start the giveaway. A $10 Troll Lord Games voucher for their online store. Type !ticket in chat to go into the draw to win. Handy things to have. I think that's most of the things I need to talk about. Can anyone remember what happened last time in the Deep Grotto? If not, don't worry, I have written a thing.
Hard pass.
Yep,
Not
didn't
today.
think so.
I recall only very spotty details.
Wait, Milo's uncle.
Now that you ask.
Was this the haunted weapons in the forest one?
No. That was the Tales of Morning.
That was the one before. Yeah, the last one was
Aravis Fleet, Milo's not uncle, but like
Milo's aunt's
her
partner, but not really.
platonic life partner his aunt's platonic life partner, Aravis Fleet, was worried about the raiding of one Captain Grimscar, and takes his little boat, the Misty Mermaid, out to see if they can't do something about it, taking his nephew and 2 of his nephew's childhood friends out along with them. They're all like adults, it should be noted. These guys are all in their 30s. Milo just doesn't look like it. They found the Deep Grotto, which is actually normally submerged and is sort of the realm of it's very water elemental aligned, sort of the heart of the sea sort of situation, and it had been corrupted by the evil Captain Grimscar and Astorial named Yagthul that he was sacrificing people's souls to. Y'all beat the shit out of him and, returned, purified the Deep Grotto, acquired a bunch of sick tattoos as well.
Oh yes, this one!
I forgot.
Yeah,
That's
Milo has
right.
a knife tattoo.
I don't recall.
I struggle to remember exactly what everybody else got because I didn't watch the entire episode today. Kingsley does, however, have a second. He's totally just a bard, but he does have a pact weapon.
That's right. I do too.
He stole
It was the
Captain
bow.
Grimscar's sword.
A sword. Sword.
And Kiki acquired a ring
I'm
as
thinking
well. A ring of... what was it called? It was a good one. A ring of requited suffering.
There we go. Okay.
Which was pretty dope.
Did his sword have
I can transfer my health into, well, my hit dice into other
Extra
people's
damage.
suffering.
Yeah.
Did his sword have any special properties?
It did 1d6 extra fire damage, and you can use your charisma modifier rather than your
Yes.
dexterity or wisdom.
And
or
I did go
intelligence.
take a look. I don't remember what it looked like, but I remember what my tattoo does because I did put that on my sheet. So there you go.
What did you get? Because I've got them open
So
now.
it's just written here as a flicker tattoo, in that I can see invisible creatures within 10 feet of me.
Oh, yes.
That's so cool.
The
I don't
flicker
remember what
tattoo,
I made it look
it's
like.
a
but
candle with a pair of a wreath and an eye underneath it.
Yep.
And yes, it produced by a magical needle. This magic tattoo depicts a lit candle with a tongue of flame. While you are attuned to the tattoo, so it does take an attunement, you can see invisible creatures within 10 feet. And I feel like Kiki had an ironbound tattoo.
Yes, that's familiar.
I apparently did not make a note of my tattoo, as far as I can see.
I did, but it just says magical dagger tattoo.
Yeah,
That's
you
right,
got,
it was a
nothing else.
dagger.
You got an assassin's tattoo, which is basically got the concealed carry thing. The weapon could never be more than 100 feet from you, and when you pull it literally off your skin, it becomes a real knife. So it's kind of impossible to disarm Milo if he doesn't want to. And I think Kiki had the ironbound tattoo. No. I think actually Milo had this as well. I think Milo got the ironbound tattoo because I remember everybody else getting like knocked back, and Milo just sort of tanked it because he has the ironbound tattoo, which is an anchor. While you're attuned to that tattoo, you cannot be moved against your will.
Yes, because we were like, yeah, Milo needs that.
And I don't recall if Kiki did get one. I will have to rewatch the episode if Karen doesn't have a note. But it might be that she doesn't have a note because she didn't get a tattoo.
Yeah, we're talking like, I think several notebooks ago. So
Yeah. So that's what happened.
dagger
They beat the
achievement?
shit out of the guy. The magic dagger, I don't know if it is, you know.
I don't think it was. I think I got one
It does
achievement.
require attunement. Sorry, all the
One
tattoos
very-
require
To
attunement.
both of them.
Yes. One very small extra question was just this sword of his. What is the base sword that it came?
It's a longsword, I think.
Based sword.
Excellent. Thank you.
It was the
I'm
Infernal
just adding it to my
Tide
sheet.
Blade, which is a +1
you.
weapon. Does a d6 of extra fire damage. Yeah, I think it's a longsword.
Yep, no worries. I will add that and work it out. Thank you.
Cool. Alrighty. Yes, they left. You left the grotto on Fleet's repaired little misty mermaid, returning to Espinora. The warnings about a figure named the Admiral ringing in your ears. From the Gerbine. So there was a bunch of lost Gerbine souls who were the keepers of the grotto, sort of situation. And one of them, Sibu, his name was like, "Don't look out for the Admiral. He's probably quite pissed off. You just killed the captain." And you were like, it's not the first like otherworldly creature, spirit, being entity that I've pissed off. So, mateys, may the knives you meet be cool and groovy, and maybe capable of being attached to your skin, and all your future versions of yourselves be likewise, as we head tremulously at first, and then with mounting heat and passion into the Everden. So, let us have a bit of a music change. We return to Espinora, the eastern port of the old Ellyran Empire, bordered by jungle on one side and sea to the other, and built into the southern slopes of Mount Teluvar. Espinora is a weary, time-worn glory. Built of sandstone and marble, the city gleams in the sun, its streets shaded by trees barely kept at bay from the jungle around it. Its population dress lightly for the humid days and sultry nights, and almost everywhere there is music, except in the early afternoons when the inhabitants retire to wait out the heat in slumber. Raised in an orphanage here by a caring Ellyran woman named Caspia Iskander, a priestess of the supposedly deceased Ellyran Amaranthine Nabar, Kingsley and Kiki live and ply their respective trades, that of tavern minstrel and fireworks saleswoman, respectively, while their childhood friend and occasional adventuring partner, Milo, aids the tree wardens in the jungle in caring for the local flora and fauna. All three have been gathered today in a local bar by a twitchy-looking Gerbine man, a gaunt fellow in a worn, ill-fitting wizard's robe, a hood pulled over his head, who goes by the name of Mormen Tideswell. He approached you directly, all three of you, as a representative of the Avium, a foreign magical college that I would imagine Kingsley and Kiki probably would have heard of, though perhaps Milo has not. Classical education and all that whatnot.
Milo's got no clue.
Yeah.
What was his name again?
Mormen Tideswell, Mormen.
Tideswell.
Avian from where? What was the college?
He's from the Avium, which he claims is from the Humblewood, which you would have heard of, but you know it's not on this continent.
You said the name. Oh, yeah.
Is he a Mormon?
No, he's not. You certainly don't get that impression. So, the job is quite simple, yes? What I am looking for is people to go out into Jungle and find Old Other Wizard College. Very exciting, much important, yes?
Do you have, like, any idea where it might be located?
Oh, yes, I have precise coordinates. I just don't know that field work is not for me particularly, so I am wanting you to go out to the La Colegio de la Noche Plateada to...
What does that mean?
It's the name of the college, my dear. To find things. Basically, make sure it is safe for squishy wizards.
You don't think it's gonna be safe?
Well, it's in the forest. The one filled with dinosaurs, yes?
I just can't find a forest. What dinosaurs?
The giant reptile things that live in your forest?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I forgot about that part. Out of character. I forgot that it was literally an inclusive last time. We're fine.
And you are, I am told, very capable at dealing with these creatures in a way that does not kill them or in fact impact badly on anyone. I want nothing to hurt anybody, so I sent you in first. Well paid, of course. 100 gold pieces for everyone who works on the gig.
That's
and then,
a lot of explosives. Sorry, continue.
And there'll be dinosaurs.
And once it is safe, you come back. I teleport you out there. I can teleport you back when you want to come back. And you tell me it is safe to go. I go, and we part our ways.
Right.
So
we're just being-
it's not that I am not prepared to do this, Mr. Tideswell. It's that, if something sounds too, good to be true, it probably is. What's the catch?
Why does sound good to be true?
Well, we
I
just
am
have to go
sending you
find a
to
place.
danger. It's probably a very dangerous place. I am worried because, well, it disappeared. A wizard school full of powerful wizards disappears.
Oh, so
And
extremely dangerous then.
There are ruins. I know of him because I have scried on it. So there are things, and there are dangerous things, which is why I find capable and experienced adventurers to go in first. This is why. So if it sounds too good to be true, I think you're overqualified, perhaps.
What is the dangerous things?
Well, dinosaurs mainly. At least
They're
a
not
small
always
group.
dangerous.
Well, this is why I send you. You see, because you are experienced with this, and I am not. I don't even know how to talk to them, let alone not be eaten by them.
Nicely.
Well, I would try this, but I still feel like they would not understand me.
Right.
You're a wizard, don't you have a spell?
This is not my speciality. I am actually more in divination.
Yes, that is all right. I'm sure that we could certainly manage that. Because it sounds like if all we're needed to do is clear a path effectively and
They're not hurting
circuit.
the dinosaurs.
clear out any beasties that might be living in the ruins, preferably without any blood.
I have no
suppose
issue
we
with
could
blood
do
one
that.
way or the other. Just try not to damage the place. If you
Okay,
can,
so-
that would be preferable, obviously.
So find it, clean it out, try not to damage it too much, and make sure it's safe for...
Squishy wizards.
Right.
What do you mean? Oh, I'm missing the accent. What do you mean it disappeared?
Well, when the Elioran Empire fell, the college was part of that, and so over many centuries, I would imagine this has slowly fallen to ruin. But without the funding, then it's hard to keep the place open. And also, obviously, a significant decrease in population means fewer wizards, meaning less people to care for the place in the first place. And
Right.
I believe a lot of, if the histories are correct, several most of the remaining staff members actually transferred over to the Humblewood, to the Avium, where my home. And it is where I have gotten most of my information, because they leave a lot of it in books and so forth in our library, saying this is where and this is what, and use this thing, this sigil to get through this door, and don't go into the second floor room on the right because, and by the way, don't go into the second floor room on the right. There's a very angry golem in there. But
Kingsley makes a mental note.
So what was that again? Don't go into the second door on the right.
Second floor room on the right.
yeah,
Angry
it's
golem.
supposed to be very large. I know how to disarm it. In fact, here, and he pulls out a scrap of paper and scribbles a sigil on it, and he says, basically, you need to burn this into its forehead, and it becomes completely immobile. instantly.
Milo will take it. I can't read that and hand it to Kingsley.
Kingsley won't even try understanding the situation and will just sort of fold it up and sort of slips it inside the vest and then just... Right. Okay. So,
Well-
yes, it didn't exactly magically disappear. It just fell into disuse.
It disappeared in that it does so. The avium is very well anchored to the ground. You probably have maybe not heard of it, perhaps, but it is a giant tree made of stone. The roots go deep into the ground, so it doesn't move very much. But a lot of powerfully magical places, they tend to take on a little bit of a life of their own. So this one, much like many others, does move around a little sometimes. The avium is unique in this. We actually also deliberately bleed off the magical energy every now and again using the teleportarium.
Right. Okay.
So it's going to be very dangerous there, and maybe things there are going to be bigger than we expect.
This is why I send you. I would suggest go quietly until you know what it is you are dealing with, but you're the professionals.
I was going to look at Kiki.
Look, if my erstwhile companions are prepared to accept this charge, I am also prepared to do so. I think the compensation is appropriate, and provided we don't get too scorched, I think we're all right.
I have scryed on the place, so there does not appear to be anything particularly dangerous, just more dangerous so much that I would not be able to survive the experience myself, but more so that I think you would be fully capable of it.
Yeah, got it. Kiki kind of stretches, but she's actually flexing. Just
Yeah.
yeah.
So
I'm I'm not gonna I don't
For
know.
for our new player, what do we see? Because we talk gaily about these people, but who the absolute heck are they? Who is Kiki? When this woman flexes, what does it look like? What do we see? Or why doesn't Kingsley talk? Because Karen's cameras.
Yeah. Sure. Kingsley will go first then. Yes. So Kingsley is a gallus. So Kingsley is a chicken. Kingsley is a rooster. He stands at just over 5 foot tall. He wears a sort of what is it? In a similar vein to what Josh was saying before, dealing with the heat, sort of like a long, sort of very billowy white shirt, which is unbuttoned to like halfway down his chest. You can see he has an enormous red sort of like rooster's like crest and the sort of I can't remember the name for
wattle.
it, but the sort of the wattle, thank you, under the chin, and you can see little sort of speckles of gold throughout his feathers and across the crest. He holds himself with a lot of self-assured confidence, and although he's relatively broad-shouldered, you would, I think, anyone who spends any amount of time with him beyond a couple of hours would be able to tell that any musculature he seems to possess is largely for show, and is effectively, yes, him sort of puffing up a bit, wanting to sort of appear a certain way as opposed to functional strength.
It is, it's show muscles.
Oh, and I do think that he has his the purified, the infernal tide blade, I will say, at his like on his hip. I think he has adopted a bright red sash, probably like this wide, like from there to there, that he sits across his entire waist, and he does not scabbard it, because although it would be safer, he has quite fallen in love with the image of him strutting around town with his amazing sword stuck to his hip, and it makes it very easy to tell people all about how heroic he was on that particular adventure.
The blade itself is actually, it appears to be made of water. It actually flows. It's still a blade shape, but it absolutely ripples and flows. And it actually, you've more than once, Kingsley, you've noticed that it's sort of brushed up against something and completely failed to damage it. It would seem it's only dangerous when you want it to be.
And I think that makes it even easier and gives him even more of an incentive to not at all sort of scabbard it or store
Take
it.
any considerations.
I love that you didn't know that. You would just chill with it.
Yeah.
Look,
I'm happy to risk other people's lives. I'm not. Oh, fantastic.
It is a very like potent magical item, and that's fantastic. But in his day-to-day life, its primary function is one of the most powerful conversation starters this town has ever seen. And so he's absolutely wearing that completely openly.
Is he leaning into the pirate aesthetic as well? Because he did also take off, I think, Captain Grimscar, a suit of studded mail. Studded leather.
I do think he's started to, because it originally he was definitely just, clothes and the sort of flowy shirt and that's it. I do think that although he probably still prefers the sort of billowing shirt while he's just in town, he does wear the pants from the studded leather suit, and I believe would wear the studded leather for adventuring and stuff. I think he's definitely pivoted from shoes to like calf-high boots, and he just tries as hard as he can, within reason, of course, because he is a friend, to avoid Julio and copping the "I told you so" talk.
Well, he hasn't been around in a while either. He's off being a pope. Well, then what do we see when Kiki is flexing?
Okay, so Kiki is a luma, but she is flavored as a Nicobar pigeon. If anyone wants to Google it, the Nicobar pigeon is a very colorful bird with kind of almost like titanium feathers in lots of different colors. And yeah, she's a monk, so technically she's dex, not strength. But she's got nice tone. She's put some hours in, doing the bicep curls. So she's got some vibes happening. She usually carries around her trusty quarterstaff and almost always is equipped with some sort of firework, because that is her business, that is her passion, that is her love, her life, her everything. So even though she's technically a sun monk, everything is fireworks. So her sun bolts and, you know, her spells, they're all different types of fireworks. She has a good time. She sells explosives to children when she's not adventuring, so, you know.
Firework
10 out of 10
who
job.
Isn't a children, but should not be allowed to have explosives.
And what do we see when we look at Milo?
Lots of explosives. No. So I want you to think about the height of the party, and then approximately halve it, and then a little bit less. That's the little hedgehog. I'm wearing, well, Milo is wearing a not bright, like a mossy green almost, like cloak. He's a ranger. He's got his little bow strung over his shoulder. He's a very handsome little guy, I promise. And if you look a little bit too closely at his quills, you will see a little forest of, oh god, what do I have on the thing? There's ladybugs, there's mice, there's a few little birds nesting in there. He has pretty much made himself home for a bunch of little critters who otherwise, you know, they'd be hanging out in trees, they'd be happy, but they like Milo. Milo likes them. They're all friends. He's got his little, what kind of hat is it?
Like a Robin Hood.
Robin Hood.
It's almost like
It's
a
like,
little,
yeah.
the Robin Hood.
Yeah, it's almost, yeah, that's exactly the vibes we're going for there too, so it's kind of perfect. Yeah, little Robin Hood style hat on in the same green as his cloak. He carries himself with an air of defiance almost that you probably wouldn't expect from this little dude. He is very obviously self-assured, willing to stand up for what he believes in, and he also very obviously has no clue about most things in the real world. He looks like he was raised in the woods because he was.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well, in which case, Mormen Tideswell says, well, do you need time to gather your possession things?
Yes.
Is now good?
A small amount of time, but additionally, before we agree, I'm not going to dispute that 100 gold is not, shall we say, justified reward for the work we'll be undertaking, but given your particular connections as well, I would appreciate if, as part of our recompense for performing this for you, you would permit me and my companions some amount of time in the avium. Either access to your libraries or some of your instructors.
Oh.
Am I allowed to go there? I'm not a bird.
That's okay.
This practice has long since passed. Now, humble folk are very welcome there as well. I myself studied there. And he is a rat-faced Jerbeen. His nose looks like he's been in a car accident. Like there is a definite bump. His face is fully a third shorter than it probably should be, just because the number of times it looks like he's bumped his snoot on something. I have very strong image of like Basil the Great Mouse Detective.
Yes.
Which is a deep pull from my childhood.
Yes.
But yeah, sort of, or actually the squirrel from Ice Age. Scratch. Yeah, that's that mouth, that nose, that is sort of very much what his face is doing. And he says, I counter proposal. As getting you to the avium, if you can get there yourself, certainly. But what I would suggest, perhaps instead, is you come visit the college, the collegio, when we have it safe and better. You can assist. I am sure you are capable and worthy adventurers. You would be most welcome to continue the work and assist us with this. Learn from the people of your ancestors. You are Espinoran. This is the knowledge of your people, not mine.
This feels like you're being sneaky and trying to get us to do the work for you.
No,
You can make
I
an
think-
insight if you like, Milo.
I would like.
Oh yeah, sure. Go.
Give me a minute. Abilities. I is for insight. Oh no, please roll. Don't just do that. Worry not. It's a 12.
That's not bad. A 12, he seems legit. He is, Milo, you get very enthusiastic about this job. He's really excited. He is one of those ones who, when they see an opportunity for learning, will see nothing get in their way and cannot imagine anybody wanting to prevent them or indeed not wanting to learn it too. So he's just like, oh my god, no, you should come too. That will be way better. All the AVM stuff, that's old news. Boring. You should come with me. If you would prefer, he would say like, of course you don't have to.
that.
You can. I can teleport you to AVM at the end if that's what you wish. I can only send you there, but I'm sure they could send you back.
No, I think the opportunity to visit the college once it's been brought back up and running would suit just fine. And I think he'll look to the others and kind of like raises an eyebrow to get their take on it as well. He's aware he's mostly asking for himself, but he's giving them the opportunity to speak anyway.
Milo-
Kiki is on board for special secret knowledge that might be useful in blowing things up.
Milo will turn to Mormen and say, "Can you teach me spells?"
He says, that is like exactly what I do.
Okay.
Splendid. Well, you go gather what things you need, and I will wait for your return, and then I will prepare the teleportation circle.
Oh, so you're just going up with us then?
I was just going to blamf you, or flump you. I think blamf is the word
I
in this
thought we were
situation.
going to have to walk.
Oh, no.
Now, I'm going to ask one small meta question here. In terms of Mitch's character, I was going to ask, is this a case of we should get some extra muscle, or are we likely to meet
Don't worry.
Mitchell post?
Don't worry
You
about it.
will. Don't worry about
That's
it.
fine.
Stop asking.
That is
She's
fine.
DMing
I just-
recently,
I
so he's used to
suddenly-
knowing everything.
No, I suddenly had a moment where I realized I should probably check if we're supposed to do the.
No, don't worry. I got you
assembling
covered. I
team.
would have told you if I needed you to bring in someone else.
It's
Excellent.
like, do we need to approach the cloaked stranger in the corner, smoking a pipe and
Yeah,
ignoring
there's a,
everybody?
Can I
there's a
approach him
lion in the
anyway?
corner with he's got his boots up on the table. He's got a long pipe. It smells like long bottom leaf.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's
no,
giving
I
off
think,
himbo
awesome.
energy. He's giving off like safe, but like seriously masculine, but like in a nice way. Like positive masculinity, very much so. Yeah,
This is what Milo needs.
and
I
he's
do
not
think-
Hank.
His Aragorn is like peak positive masculinity.
Yeah,
Yes.
I do think with that then, Kingsley will nod, because you said we were at, is it Kiki's shop?
No, they're actually probably more like the bar you perform in, or one of them.
Oh, okay. In that case, I do think that Kingsley would just run upstairs and would emerge a few minutes later, more or less the same, but I think wearing his the sort of studded leather jacket that he pulled from the captain.
I reckon
and
it's a
think-
pirate's frock coat, but with leather armor pieces sort of built into it.
Yes, definitely.
Oh, heck yes.
And I do think that in true Kingsley fashion, he has cropped it.
Oh yeah.
And I think that he's exchanged his sort of his functional backpack that he was wearing last time for kind of like a cross the body sash
Yeah.
sort of
Bandolier.
bag on the back, which he's now wearing. All right. Well, I'm ready if you lot are.
Kiki will have taken the opportunity to run to her shop and fill a bag with an assortment of various
Fireworks.
fireworks.
I'll say, Kingsley, if we're getting ready to leave, Kingsley's taking a minute in the mirror to make sure he looks good. So you absolutely have time to run to your shop and get whatever
A couple
you
of
need.
hours.
And I think you still beat me downstairs.
Kiki's
I
back,
know.
she's had a sandwich.
Milo has all his worldly possessions on him, so he's just going to sit there and quiz Mormen about what little creatures they have over there in the avium.
Oh, and you get into it. You appear to have gotten him onto a favorite topic. And he
I need
goes...
you to know Milo's going, do you have any of these?
He said, yes,
Do you
but
have
they
any
are
of
much
these?
larger.
Oh, they won't fit in my...
No, we
Heck.
ride them.
Oh,
When you're
Do they
talking
like
like a stag beetle, it's like they love it. Particularly the sugar cubes. After a good long day. So you come back, and without much further ado, you all looking variously ready. You are taken outside, and Mormen says, "Please, everyone, stand back. Just a small amount of magic. It should look quite spectacular." And then he draws a circle roughly on the ground in salt, and then clicks his fingers, and it quite dramatically bursts into flame, a sort of a lavender flame, creating a portal, and gestures for you to enter it.
isn't that hot?
No, it's fine. And he sort of wafts his fingers through it.
Kiki will like hold the bag of fireworks like quite close to the chest, just in case.
Yeah.
You know, like one of her life goals is not getting blown up by her own supplies.
Solid.
A noble goal.
I think
I
that
do
was
think,
beaten into you by Mistress Iskander quite early on in your life.
It's like, what do we not do? Blow ourselves out.
Yeah.
I do think Kingsley will turn to any of the sort of observers nearby, the sort of standers by you pointed out, give them all a deep bow and calling out in the direction of the bar. We'll do the sort of keep my table for me as he'll step backwards through the portal.
Keep his table for him. Oh,
The traditional the traditional farewell of the Espinoran people. Keep my table for me. Excellent. Thank you very much. Hank. You awaken in a darkened cell. The smell of torch smoke fills the air, and there is a cold metallic collar around your neck. It is hard to piece things together. The last thing you recall was stepping into the teleportation portal. Where were you before that, Hank?
Hold on. So you're saying I stepped into a teleportation portal somewhere else, and then I'm now awakening with a thing around my neck.
Yep. All of your armor
okay.
seems to have been stripped off you. You are in your breeches, and there is a thick metal collar around your neck. It would appear that you are in a prison cell.
Right. Oh, jeez. I mean, I obviously don't know quite where I am in terms of where I guess the question is, where was I expecting to be?
I have no thoughts on this, so you are welcome to put in your own story there.
Okay. I was looking for work, as I tend to do, kind of roaming from settlement to settlement through the jungle, which I'm quite familiar with, and just putting the feelers out. You got any problems that need dealing with? And I did have a request for work, but it was from someone quite shifty looking, someone that I wouldn't generally, the sort that I wouldn't generally deal with, but things were going a little bit slow and I was getting a little bit bored, so I kind of, I trust. And it was a let's see, it's some sort of it kind of looked like an attractive woman, dressed somewhat scantily clad, but every now and then when they turned, it's almost like there was something not quite right about their appearance. But again, I was bored and wasn't really necessarily thinking. Maybe I was a little bit stimulated as well, but they cast a spell on me, supposedly a spell to teleport me, and that's the last thing I remember. And now I've woken up here.
Excellent. Thank you very much. You can hear waves crashing some distance away. The bare cell is dank, though not cramped, and all your possessions seem to be missing. You hear footsteps ring out on the cold stone floor. Ah, you're awake. Excellent.
Seems like it.
Yeah. He approaches. This is a tall Vulpin man who is actually. He just sort of passes your cell on the way to another across the hall from you. Inside the other cell stands an elderly Luma, clearly a mage of some sort. Next to him is a young red-skinned Tilia, a middle-aged Mapatch, and a small Strig, who are all sort of beginning to rouse from their sleep. Congratulations! You are now prisoners of the great Admiral Harrogale. Long may he live. His offer to you is simple. Fight in the gladiator ring for the entertainment of him and his guests. If you make it all the way up to the rank of champion, you'll be set free. Fail, and your corpse will be fed to the beasts below. The Luma raises his head in defiance. I am an archmage. I bow to no one. The archmage moves his fingers in an arcane pattern, and as you watch Hank, you're like just sort of bracing yourself. This is usually kind of gets where it gets good. Before failing and falling to the ground screaming, the Vulpin, playing with something at his neck, smiles and continues. See those fancy collars around your neck prevent any type of magic being worked, so I wouldn't push it. In answer, the
Not a
mage
problem for me.
screams and tries again with his casting, gritting his beak through the pain, only to drop dead a few seconds later. The pain appears to have killed him.
Damn.
The Vulpin looks down at the corpse. Pity. You would have made a good fighter. The Luma's companions stare on in horror. He turns to your cell and states, Same offer. I suspect you won't refuse. You don't look like the type.
I don't mind a fight.
A trio.
Why not?
You won't be alone. And he looks over his shoulder and sees a trio of guards, a servant and a pair of raptors dragging a group of unconscious folk toward your cell. A colourful Luma woman, a sturdy-looking Gallus, and a diminutive Hedge, who seems to be leaking insects. Watching on, the Vulpin turns and leaves the hallway, shouting over his shoulder, Tell him what I told you, and you might want to wake him up. Combat starts in 1 hour, so prepare yourselves.
Got it.
So, the three of them are deposited in your cell, Hank. The Luma woman is fairly, you can feel muscle as you sort of prop her up. Whereas when you prop up the Gallus, you can't. Though it looks like you feel like you should be able to. And you don't want to touch the Hedge because he's just all spikes. Spikes and bugs. And so you just I'm gonna just leave that one there.
Yeah.
Who do you wake up first, I suppose?
I'm gonna wake up the Gallus first.
Very well. What does
Yeah.
he see as Kingsley's eyes flutter open? Oh,
All right. Leaning over you is essentially the face of a lion. Big, glorious, thick mane, though it's kind of matted with a bit of straw. Clearly, I've been laying down in it, and when you kind of peer around, you'll see that there is a little bit of straw in there to make just the slightest bit of comfort for us, I would imagine, rather than just the stone floor. His body is about a good 6 foot tall, and he's got that type of muscle that you'd see on a particularly large crossfitter. That muscle for all purpose, all sorts of agility, but also strength. In his mane, you'll see there's kind of knickknacks patty wax and
Give
all
dog's
sorts
bones.
in there. Yeah, and dog's bones. It is, there's like a scattering of like ornamental beads and little kind of, there's like a ribbon tied in one of them, like it tied like deep in one part of his mane. Things that don't really have any sort of financial value, so to speak. Uh, but otherwise, yeah, that's pretty much what you see. Um, Obviously, he has no gear on at the moment. He's just kind of in a loincloth. Um,
And
you,
metal
a thick
collar.
collar around my throat. And I'm assuming I'm seeing collars around their throats as well.
Absolutely do.
Yeah. Wake up now.
As I think Kingsley will sort of rouse himself as you do call out. Quick check. I'm assuming we've also been stripped of all our equipment.
Yep.
Princeton, my familiar, who's normally invisible on my shoulder. I assume that he's not with me at the moment.
He is not.
Okay. I think as Kingsley looks around, realizing that that's not there, all his equipment is missing, just... right.
Keep your calm. Ain't no
think I
point
owe
getting
Milo a
stressed
drink.
about the situation.
I think I owe Milo a drink. As he'll sort of...
Milo.
That one. As he points to
Milo is
the
curled up.
hedge, curled up on the floor.
Unconscious.
I'm
Also
assuming you know
sounded-
both of them.
Indeed, yes.
Good. And you're all friendly?
Yes.
Good.
I assume...
So am I.
Excellent.
I find myself in the exact same predicament as you. And you probably haven't actually seen it because my mane kind of covers it. But I tilt my head way back and like push my arm under there and you'll see that I've got a collar around my neck as well.
I think that it's at this point, it's only now that Kingsley kind of like, although he realizes his stuff was missing, it's only as you pointed out that he kind of like shifts a bit and feels it clink on his neck and goes, right. Does it...
Let me say right off the bat, and let's also inform your friends there, do not cast any sort of magic spells with that on, because it'll kill you.
You see like a hand that was up like this just freeze as he just sort of stops and slowly curls the hand back and just pulls it back to himself.
All right, you got a brain. Good.
All right. Well,
Get your friends up.
yes. All right. And he'll go sort of shake Luna sort of awake, and then as best he can,
Kiki?
Kiki. I was thinking of Luma as in the
Yeah.
Yeah.
the race, but yeah, sorry. I'll shake Kiki awake, and then also we'll move over to Milo, and I think trying to touch him as little as possible, without access to prestidigitation at the moment. He'll just kind of try to shake Milo awake.
Milo will wake up and just, oh, am I in Kingsley?
It appears you were right, Milo.
Mm-hmm.
It appears it was too good to be true.
That was Kiki.
What was me?
It was too good to be true.
Oh, are we in prison again?
What?
Yep,
I'm
you
afraid
are.
so.
Who are you?
That's
Damn
Me?
it.
My name's Hank. And you must be Milo, right?
Are you gonna eat me?
Nope. Could use you as a toothpick, though.
Lots of toothpicks.
Mhm.
So Milo is
Uh,
like a third of Hank's height.
And he is standing like hands on his hips looking up at you, like
Yeah,
as if
I'm
he
lit-
is taller than you.
You'll see. I've kind of like walked over to the side of the wall, and I'm just doing like kind of squats, like body weight squats up and down, just slowly, calmly, just stretching myself. Now you're all awake, unless you got some questions.
Yeah. Oh, where are we?
What's going on?
Did
I
we
don't know.
commit a crime and forget about it?
Where's my bugs?
I took a portal from pretty looking lady, and find myself here. I only came to myself probably about 15 minutes ago.
Oh,
Hard to judge time.
when I find that rat-faced bastard.
I'm gonna kill him.
That was racist.
Do you want to know what I know so far, or
Yes,
you need to
please.
catch up
if
with
you
each
would.
other? Okay.
No, that
well,
would be great.
Well, first of all, name's Hank, and
Hey.
sorry, I know you're Milo.
Yeah.
Who are you? Pointed to Gallus.
Oh, sorry. Kingsley Guiltcrest, and we'll hold out a hand to shake.
Yeah, I shake your hand, just kind of engulfs your hand.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
It's like a solid grip as well.
Kingsley
You'll
tries
feel,
for a solid
just
grip,
like
but
you'll
it
feel
is-
calluses all over my hand.
There is like the faintest hint of a tiny bit of callus on the chicken's hand, and he tries to give you a firm grip back, but it is completely lacking in comparison.
I would argue there are, but not from weapon holding. It's from strumming.
They're
I was gonna say that's why I was
calluses.
saying like he's got like a little bit in that he does like some of that where he's developed some from playing, and I think there are maybe some hints of some very old ones. But as a general thing, his hands are far too smooth for an adventurer.
Yeah.
Milo will suddenly remember his manners as well, watching Kingsley shake Hank's hand, and he'll walk himself on over there, look up at you and extend his hand to shake.
Yeah, I'll reach right down and hold out a couple of fingers for you to grab a hold of and shake.
Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. I wouldn't say pleasure, given the circumstances.
Well, I don't know what's happening. I assume
And you
we're all gonna
are-
die.
I'm Kiki.
Swift
Did
claw.
they take everyone's
If you need.
stuff?
They sure did. Seems like they did the same to the ones across the way there too.
That is like 15 gold worth of fireworks in that bag.
Kiki, your attunement to your fireworks, I think more than anything else, lets you like panic looking around like I need my bone my
I need my
Kiki
boom
wants
boom
big
sticks.
boom. Make a perception check if you like.
Ooh. Kiki would shake your hand, by the way. She does have calluses. And some
So
burn
does Milo.
scars.
Yeah.
Perception check.
When you shake Milo's hand, you feel one callus.
Oh,
Because
27.
27, nat
I
20.
crit! First roll and I crit. It's all downhill
Good.
from here, guys.
I
Yeah,
got 10
that's-
on my first one.
That's the
so-
best one from Kiki for the entire game.
Yeah. We're fucked.
Kiki-
Sorry.
You did need quite a high check. You don't see, you smell cordite from a cupboard up the hallway. It would seem that your fireworks are in there. It's large enough, however, that it could contain a large quantity of weaponry.
Well, my trusty explosive nose tells me that they have hidden our stuff in there. If we can get to there... And Kiki will, like, rattle the door just experimentally, like,
It
how
doesn't.
sturdy is this thing?
It's very sturdy. It doesn't rattle.
Ha!
So, yes, now that introductions are out of the way,
Yes,
Hank,
well-
what's,
The situation we find ourselves in is we just had a Vulcan gentleman, well, I say gentleman, it's force of habit, came by and said that we are going to be fighting at the pleasure of someone called the Admiral.
No.
I don't quite know who that is, but that's the situation we find ourselves in, gladiatorial combat.
the name
thanks.
the Admiral? Does that ring any bells for Kingsley?
Yeah, fairly big one. About 2 weeks ago, you got back from Deep Grotto, and Seedboo, your Jobeen, your ghostly Jobeen friend there said the Admiral will probably not be stoked that you've killed Captain Grimscar.
It'll just, I think then at the mention he'll just shit.
Yeah. That was
Did we
fast.
fuck around and find out?
Did we get tricked, Kingsley?
Yes, I believe we did. I don't know that we were necessarily targeted specifically, but it's also entirely possible we may have been. Fantastic. So gladiatorial combat.
I don't believe I've ever heard of any admiral myself, but yeah, apparently gladiatorial combat. Hopefully not against each other, for your sake.
I'm too
Indeed.
small. I don't think they'll let me.
Yes.
I would say that he could probably sit on you and kill you, but actually he probably wouldn't sit on you. Because of this.
Yeah, that's a bad idea.
Do y'all
Many
know
have
how
tried.
to fight?
Normally I have like a big stick.
Sticks are easy enough to find.
Yeah.
I have a bow and arrow.
Yes. And I'm probably the weakest of the group, in spite of things.
Probably.
I'm far too reliant on magic, I'm now discovering. As he sort of scratches absent-mindedly at the collar around his neck.
Why can't you use
Fingers crossed they take these collars off us when it's time to fight.
Oh,
Did they
there
stop
one
you
that's-
doing magic?
apparently
Yes,
they
so,
don't
by the
stop
way,
you,
yes.
but it might hurt.
It'll
So
kill
don't-
you. It won't just stop you.
Oh.
And I'll just kind of while I'm doing a side stretch kind of thing, I point through the bars.
And there's a dead loomer in the next cage, yeah.
Milo's gonna wave at the party that's with them.
The red Tilia is apparently grieving, is holding the loomer's head and appears pretty distraught. The other two, the Mapatch sort of nods and says, if I had a note on what your mate's been saying, I don't think it kills you instantly. It's only if you keep trying, but it'll hurt for sure.
But you can't do it, even when you try.
Even if you try. I mean, so...
Oh.
Seems it.
Kevin here
Right.
was an archmage. That's no small thing.
I know what those are.
Seen him drop meteors and things on people. And if he couldn't get past it, I mean, I don't know what you guys are capable of, but
Not much.
I wouldn't try it. Where are you?
Looking at that loomer in that cage, I assume these people have also been stripped of their belongings.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was going to ask if I could see anything that would identify what sort of college he might belong to, but if he's obviously been stripped of all his belongings, then much for much.
Whilst I didn't do a particularly good job of it, because it didn't really occur to me until afterwards, these people's accents are unusual. You do not recognize the accent of the Mapatch at all.
Right. I think in that case he will actually ask, and he'll... where in the world are you from, friend?
Southerly. It is a continent about a 2-week sail to the south. Trade between it and the Tangle Wilds is intermittent at best. They tend to be a little isolationist. So, yeah, there isn't an awful lot of, toing and froing. The people from there don't tend to come up super often. The traders, what there are northerners that go south. So, yeah. And
okay. I do think then, just to not sort of disrespect him after the man gave an answer, he'll just reply, "Where of the Tangle Wilds?"
Oh.
Right.
Well, given
All
that we
kinds,
teleported
I
in here
suppose.
too, and we teleported from a teleportation circle Kevin cast, I wouldn't necessarily blame the people who ported you in.
No, maybe we've been pulled here.
So wait,
That is
this
a good thing to know.
this admirable is somehow admirable. Sorry, jeez.
Quite the
That's
opposite.
something Milo would say.
Close enough.
This admiral
I love it.
gonna
Keep
happen
going.
every time now. It's gonna be the new cavalry that I can't say. So this bad dude who's in charge, that begins with an A, he's theoretically so powerful that he could, I suppose, somehow interrupt a teleportation and redirect it here.
Either that or he has
Got
someone
me.
working for him who can.
Oh shit. D-Rab just bought a pair of inspirations. Which means
Oh, thank you.
Apple's
we are
inspiration.
everyone stocked
Thank you
up.
very much.
D-Rab, you bloody champion. How are you,
Thank
mate?
you.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Um,
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Oh,
Yay.
It just means I never get one. It's not no. It's a couple of
Oh,
months
you've
yet.
got one according to
Pretty
the
sure.
other.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I don't spend mine nearly often enough. And Sid isn't here yet to replenish me. Dan, it's lovely to see you, mate. Yeah. Any other questions, or does time pass?
No, I think we need to have a little discussion over in the corner.
just really quick. Milo's going to shake his head as hard as he can. Do any of my quills fall out?
No, I don't think you haven't been beaten up or anything. Your bugs are
Alright.
still on you.
Ooh, that's good to know.
It would have been almost impossible for them to remove all of them.
Yeah.
They might have had a
There's
few. You
bugs
might be
and
missing a few, but
creatures.
yeah,
There's mice and snakes.
yeah.
There's
So
just
maybe they got all the bigger ones, but you've still got bugs.
they would have got.
I'm just,
bit.
I'm just
so
imagining
much.
some poor guard just trying to unwind a snake from
And
Milo's
it's biting
spine.
the shit out of
Bit
him.
me.
Just
Yeah.
keeps biting him. It's like,
The
no,
mice are latching
gotcha.
on. It's somehow worse.
Right. Okay.
So,
I'm gonna
what are
try to plug
your?
them.
I'll say a little bit quieter as I've walked over to the corner, and gesture for the rest of you to kind of move over towards me. So I'm gonna go on the assumption here that they're gonna be our opponents. So
I don't want to hurt them.
None of us do, but we might not have a choice.
the situation we find ourselves in.
Well,
So
we-
what are your fortes? What do you do?
I punch things. And normally I blow
Good.
things up, but they took all my fireworks.
I shoot things with arrows, and I have some spells, and I have some creatures. He points at his head.
Okay.
and I tend towards tricks of the mind, hypnotism, that kind of thing.
Interesting. Well, look, I'm not gonna go ahead and try to plan anything, any sort of prison break, because who knows what kind of spells they got cast on this place.
That's a
If
good point.
they've dragged us in here with some sort of teleportation snare thingy,
Then let me
who
say-
knows? They're probably listening right now.
Hi guys.
Hope y'all can see this.
If you're listening, know that you are all buttheads.
If you're
Ceiling
listening,
low,
I'm going
but-
to fucking kill you.
Maybe don't say nothing that you don't want heard.
I want them to hear that.
Enormous buttheads.
But I suggest y'all rest up, do some stretches, keep calm, and
Carry on.
we'll assess the situation once the situation changes.
Yeah,
But
I do think.
none of y'all harm,
No,
unless of course it comes to saving my own hide, and then I'll fight you. But hopefully they don't have to.
I respect that mistake.
Just being honest.
I do think Kingsley finds Hank interesting, and he'll, rather than sort of stretch or limber up as he probably should be, I do think that he'll, until whatever happens, just sort of make small talk, pass the time, just learning about this this strange lion man.
What do you want to know?
How tall are you?
I'm just a hair over. I point at my mane. I'm just a hair over 6 foot.
That's so tall.
Indeed.
Yeah,
Kiki's eavesdropping, but is also like doing a little shadow boxing.
probably seem pretty tall to you.
And Hank, Kiki's form is decent.
Yeah. Okay. I'm still just stretching, doing like push-ups. Regularly, you'll see me, almost like every couple of minutes, you'll see me kind of hold my finger on my wrist, as if I'm checking my pulse. Take a few deep breaths and then go back to doing exercise again.
So, would you call yourself an adventurer?
Call
Calls himself
myself oh boy. I call myself a big game hunter, bounty hunter.
Right.
Probably be the title, I'd assume.
Interesting.
What's the
See,
coolest thing you've ever bounty hunted?
The tallest thing.
Coolest.
Coolest. Well, I go to like point at my chest, and then I realize that like I haven't got my gear on. Well, I like to wear parts of my trophies on me, kind of mixed in onto my armor, but as we've established, I don't really get that joy. I think the coolest thing I fought was a Gorgon. You heard of a Gorgon before? One
Milo
of
would
those
have heard of a Gorgon, right?
big metal bulls.
Right.
That was a fun one.
Did you win?
Jumped on its back. Regretted that immediately. As the I don't know if you've seen one before, but they've got these articulated bodies, and few of my little bits and pieces got caught in between. Yeah, not good.
Sorry,
But
Kingsley,
I come
you
from a
asked
long, long line of
That's okay.
big game hunters and bounty hunters. So
Right.
my whole
Meta-
family's been like that.
Well, I'll consider it quite a strange twist of fate for us to meet then, because while I've never hunted big game, I tend to have something of a rapport with them.
Mentally, I love that a lion, is like, I'm a big game hunter.
Yeah.
Oh well,
I
But I've killed many
passes.
a thing. Yeah, cool.
An hour passes. If you need one or would like to have one, you can have a short rest. The warden returns and takes the party to collect their weapons. So the warden, as has already been described, a pretty decently sized Vulpin man, almost Hank's height, but nowhere near the width. But a big chap by humble folk standards. And says, right, so you're all awake, that's good, and I presume he's filled you in on the deal. Few fights, get to champion level, no problem, no muss, no fuss, out you go, not a problem, no worries, right? We don't want you to die, we want you to win, that's the point. So, to that end, he cracks open the cupboard and says, suit up. Shouldn't anything be missing? If it is, tell me, because I will have someone I need to talk to violently.
While we go to move to get our stuff, I'd like to give him a look over.
Job.
I know that you mentioned previously, obviously, we weren't here for it, but you mentioned that he was holding some sort of necklace when the mage was trying to cast spells.
Yep.
I'm wondering if I walk past, if he wears that over his shirt, is that like a detail that I might pick up on?
You can make an investigation or perception.
I will take perception. For an 18.
18. The man carries himself with somebody. He obviously knows how to handle himself. However, he hasn't had to recently. There's a little bit of a laziness to him. A little bit, just he's not gone to seed, but give it another couple of months and he'll be going.
Right. The look of someone who got somewhere, being extremely strong and then didn't have to be anymore and is slowly letting himself go.
A little bit, yeah. He's enjoying the fruits of his labors. There's several bits of jewelry. He's clearly. He doesn't dress like a wealthy man, but he does have the adornments and accoutrements of a wealthy man. He looks like a caricature of rich from someone who doesn't really know what it looks like.
He's a cashed up Vulpin.
He is a cashed up Vulpin, exactly.
Yeah, got it.
Very nice.
Hanging around his neck, like he's got quite a bit of a piratical air to him. He's got the puffy sleeve shirt and the low cut, and hanging in the middle is an intricate amulet with several gemstones embedded in it that hangs on a cord around his neck. His left hand is rarely far from. And that you would guess would be... It appears to be made of the same metal as the collars that you all wear, and has runes or symbols on it similar to those necklaces. So you would probably infer with an 18 that that's the control mechanism.
Yeah. I do think that as he'll sort of gather his things quickly, throws it all on, we'll just... additionally, we've been informed that our collars suppress any sort of magic. Is that still consistent during our bouts?
In the fight, we want you to be operating peak performance. So, here's the rules. There will be an audience. The Admiral himself is keen to watch you. As long as your magical capabilities or none of your ranged weaponry goes anywhere near the Admiral or his audience, then you're allowed to fire him. I don't recommend not doing anything, any weaponry leaving the arena, however. The Admiral is quite a short-tempered man, and I'm not the only one who has one of these. And he gestures to his necklace.
Are you one of the audience?
I will be watching. I've got a little booth of my own. In fact, I've got 15 gold pieces on you, so do your best, would you?
Right. If I ever get the opportunity, I will tear you limb from limb and feed you to my animals.
That's adorable, mate. Best of luck to you. You keep that energy up.
Let me tell you, that's a good bet you've placed.
I hate him.
Just as an aside, you'll see me starting to strap on this hodgepodge of, like, again, it just seems like trophies and bits and pieces from different creatures have been all, like, interwoven into and around this breastplate. And the chest piece is like a skull. The kind of like this, the center of the chest piece is a big skull. You'll see him grab a great axe out that the actual blade looks like a sharpened, like, shoulder blade from something really large. Mm-hmm. The javelins look like quills. But as I pull them out, I'll kind of peer down towards Milo. Don't worry, they ain't one of yours. I'm a manticore. And I'll just put them on my back. And then the most interesting part that I pull out is a maul. And the head of the maul is kind of like a cylinder with rounded capped ends. Quite sizable. But you'll see as I hold it in my hand, the end of it feels like, you know when you're staring at something and it's slightly vibrating and you're not sure you're catching it? But it's glowing a very light purple and slightly vibrating, as if it's on edge and ready. And I'll hold on to that one. Anything you can tell us about what we're going to be facing? We're facing humanoids. We're facing
I'm not really
monsters.
allowed to say. It's a fellow party, though. I guess the only piece of advice I'll give you is not the ones you met upstairs. That would be rude, making you chat beforehand.
Yeah,
now, this group are very well balanced, traditional bunch, very well balanced party.
Right.
He leads you down the corridor as you're having this conversation to a platform suspended on ropes that as he stands, he takes his place on it, he pulls a lever and it begins to ascend through a hole in the roof, obviously designed exactly for it. There are also 4 guards standing on the platform with him, but they all seem pretty chill. Like they are not concerned with you being free and armed. Like,
Can we
they've seen
cast
this
our
all
spells
before.
now?
He said, you could cast your spells whenever, mate, just don't yet. We're not in the arena yet, so anything you do, I will be
Okay.
obliged to press the button.
So you don't even think for yourself.
Well, I'm the one making the decision to press the button because for you as casting magic, I
So
could fear for my own
obliged.
life.
I do think Kingsley's actually going to put a hand down towards sort of Milo's shoulder. Sort of just
He'll kind of
gives
lean
him
into
sort
it.
of a squeeze and then just be all right.
Yeah, but you're muted, Karen. Yeah, but the people that were against me, they didn't do anything wrong.
Look, I think he'll crouch down and sort of as quiet as he can, but aware of the fact that they can probably still hear. We'll just, if they're in the same situation as us, they're going to be fighting for their lives as well.
Exactly.
If we have the option not to kill them, we take it.
Okay.
We're fighting to save our own skins here, not to hurt theirs.
I
But
know.
we'll do what we have to.
The platform shudders and shakes as you hear gears and chains grinding in the walls above the platform. It slowly starts to make its way up through the complex. As it ascends, the other levels of the complex become visible through barred doors as it passes each floor. You can spot additional jail levels, a barracks, a mess hall, storerooms, workshops, stables, and many more that you are possibly even unable to determine the purpose of. After a full 5 minutes of ascending, the platform eventually comes to rest in a large octagonal room lit by torches. There are 4 large gates leading out of the room, equally spaced, with 4 smaller doors in between them on each wall. Stone benches and tables are scattered around the room, some of them stained with blood. So, your collars will be essentially deactivated when you walk through that door, as long as you don't aim up. Give your best. Obviously, there's no obligation to murder. If you can disable, give them another shot at the arena another day. It means I have to collect less fodder, so that's fine by me. Put on a good show, survive, and be polite
just
to the
as-
admirable. That's more of a suggestion than a rule.
I just have a little. You said you couldn't tell us about who we're fighting. Can you tell us about the Admiral?
Admiral Harrogale? Sure. I
Yes.
suppose. I know he's been sailing the Everden seas for longer than I've been alive. Mighty warrior, fearsome in his time. I get the impression the man's just taking a moment. You know, he's been at sea for a while, he came across this island, and now he's, having a bit of a holiday. A bit of a breather between
we're on an island.
adventures. That's your cue. And you hear a big, you hear a gong sound. Do try and make a good show of it. Remember, I got 15 gold on you. Out you go.
Yes, one quick question out of character. What was the name of the captain that we dealt with last time?
Grimscar.
I do think in that case, just before we turn to leave, Kingsley is just going to he's going to give Milo a wink, and then we'll look back towards him and then just, I don't know if there's any sort of announcing or anything, but if there is, feel free to announce us as.
We can announce us.
Of course there isn't. And he'll just sort of like wave the man away.
You enter a square arena, 85 feet across, with stone walls on all sides. There is a crowd of people dressed in fine clothes sitting on the seats above the walls, looking down into the fighting area. Many, but by no means all, have a nautical cast to them, though the enormous hedge seated on a throne of coral, and most of those around him certainly do. The other guests are a huge variety. Some you don't even recognize the species of. One guest, if that is what they are, seems to be little more than a cloud of blue mist. there are, it looks like the UN in everyone's in their formal native dress sort of situation, except that the UN probably doesn't have blood sport that I'm aware of. Anyway,
Fuck, that would be a different take on the UN if it was just, your
very
gladiator
different vibe.
fights my gladiator, and whoever wins gets the votes.
So this is the arena that you are dealing with. I put a picture of it up on the screen. There is, it is actually got quite a bit of a like terrain in it. Movement nearby draws your attention to your more immediate surroundings. The floor is made from compacted sand and has a small 10-foot wide, 5-foot deep channel of running water dividing the arena in two. You're out on the northern side. You would be on the southern side, having just come out. In looking at the across at the far end, you can see the Admiral. Ruins of stone columns and wooden buildings are scattered around. On the other side of the water, several small creatures are moving through the ruins toward you. They are Tilia, a group of them, the small lizard folk of the jungles. None more than 3.5 foot tall, but they are all dressed in all sorts of armor and clothing that appear to that are definitely non-traditional for Tilia. And appear to have cheap decorations attached to their clothes. Two have fake long ears glued to the sides of their heads. One is wearing a green cloak, wielding a bow, and the other is wearing a poorly fitted white dress with a conical hat, sort of Guinevere style thing on the top. Another has a chainmail suit. And appears to have painted itself red and put goat horns on top of its head. Then there is a slightly shorter one in a blue robe with what seems like a bunch of white cotton wool has been glued to its chin, and it's wielding a hammer. And another one, even shorter, is wearing leather armor and has clipped hair stuck to its bare feet.
And they're moving as a group?
They are, kind of in a coordinated fashion. They start to advance on you, yelling in Tilia in what seems like directing each other battle orders. You feel the tingle of the collars being deactivated. Please roll me initiative, and then we will have a little bracelet.
Woo!
Ooh.
Ooh,
Just as good as I
21.
remember.
Woohoo! It
gonna
bounced
roll
off a
for all
20
of
to
them.
an 8.
An 8. Kingsley gets a...
I got a 13.
I got an 8.
Kiki gets a 21. How did Hank do?
Nice.
Hank, 19.
19.
Not bad. So 21, Kiki, 21. Hank, 19. Milo has a +5, so he would be going first.
13.
Because these guys also got 13. And then Kingsley goes last.
I'm so
with an 8.
sad that the parties aren't being announced, purely because I feel like there's a killer joke here from the description you gave, because I can tell exactly what it's supposed to be, and
Yeah.
I'm thinking like Fellowship of the Skink, but it's not quite there.
Yeah. Cool. We will have a quick little brakelet there, everybody. Come back in 5 to 10 for a very balanced party fights this one. So, hope you're enjoying the adventure. Don't forget to type !ticket in chat to go into the draw to win. And check out everytrickbooks.com to see if you're enjoying this adventure so far. We have begun it now. You could even read ahead and find out what happens next. I wouldn't bother doing that, though. Say goodbye, everybody. Back in 5 to 10.
Bye.
Avast and ahoy, mateys, we be back for some more Humblewood! And we probably shouldn't even call it that anymore, because they're not in the Humblewood. They're in Espinora, they're in the Tanglewas, they're actually in Bloodmoon Bay, wherever that is. I have yet to decide exactly where, because it hasn't become relevant yet. So currently we are playing the adventure Escape from Bloodmoon, or Breakout from Bloodmoon Bay, by Every Trick Books and the splendid Glen Watkins. So if you enjoy what you are seeing so far, this is a map that comes with the adventure. I bought a physical copy of the book, and Glen's like, I need your email so I can send you the PDF with all the maps and everything. And I was like, that's freaking cool. He's like, I was like, do I have to pay extra? He's like, no, that's all part of it. You've already bought the thing. Why would I ask you to, like, you can make one of your own self. Oh, that's a hype train incoming!
Hype.
Doctor,
Yes.
thank you very much for that resub, you bloody champion. Good on you, mate. Thanks for joining us. Lovely to see all y'all. And it is September. And in September, anybody who, buys a sub, does a sub at all, can either give a D4 bonus to the party or name an NPC. That's the reward. So,
Oh, I resubbed earlier.
in which case you could name an NPC because you're not allowed to give D4s in your player.
Phil Garp Jr.
I saw that coming.
You can give a D4 to one of the Elemental Evil crew if you want. Sure, they would appreciate it.
Thank you.
You can have a D4, Josh.
I can have a D4. That's very cool.
Yeah.
Go on then. All right.
Giving it to the DM. No,
He's going to use it
I'll
against
rub that
me
in.
immediately. I'm going to regret
I'm-
it. But
I'm
I'm
not
feeling
going to-
kind.
I'm not going to get you use it against you. No.
It'd be really funny if you did. Like,
It would
I'd
be
be okay
funny.
with it because it'd be very funny.
Noted. Okay. Well, we have just entered a combat, so that's fun. The gang have been kidnapped or teleport napped. I don't know. They've been kid-ported. It's not good one way or the other.
Flumph-napped.
Flumph-napped. Yes, that's what's happened to them.
We've been got.
Yeah, you've been
We
stolen.
got.
And they've hooked up with a lovely bloke called Hank, and they're being made to fight in a gladiatorial arena against a bunch of lizard folk dressed up like a classic D&D party. So when I refer to them as the elf, the half-elf, the goblin, the elf, the half-elf, the tiefling, the dwarf, and the halfling, that's who I'm referring to. They are all Tilia. So I'm going to put the picture of the arena away because we all know what it looks like now. They are crossing the bridge towards you, and it's Kiki's turn first. Kiki, what do you do? They are so the area is about 80 feet wide, so the river would be about 30 feet away from you where you are at the moment.
And how wide is the river?
10 feet.
10 feet. Okay, lovely.
Easily
and how
jumping
far
distance.
back from the edge of the river are the stereotypical adventure party?
So the tiefling and the cleric appear to have sort of formed a phalanx and are slowly marching across the bridge. The ranger has taken up a position in one of the ruins just back from the river, and the wizard is behind the cleric and the tiefling. The rogue is nowhere in sight. You did spot him a little minute ago, but he has disappeared. So that is what you see. So the guys crossing the bridge are about 30 feet away from you. Mean adorable
Cool.
bastard. Hey, buddy, how are you?
Hey! So, I would like to use my ability called Wing Flap, which I can use my powerful feathered arms to propel myself upwards a distance equal to half your movement speed.
15 feet. Or
Yeah,
higher,
so,
40 feet, I think. So 30,
Mine's
20 feet.
45, so
Oh, wow,
like
okay.
22 feet in the air.
22 and a half feet up.
Basically, I want to use it to dramatically yeet myself over the river, and I'm heading for the ranger.
I love it. So you're making a line straight at the ranger. You can basically, if you take a run and then big wing flap and glide, yeah, you'd probably be able to land at this guy's, right up in this guy's face. Landing, you tower over this fairly diminutive Tilia, and he looks up at you. His eyes go quite wide. In your hands, this would be a short bow, not a long bow. He is not a particularly dangerous looking chap, but he and as he looks up at you, the look in his eyes is a please no. It's the now we're gonna make you smoke this whole bag. Please no.
Kiki is gonna land and be like quietly, I'm so sorry about this. and then loudly is like, take that, enemy. She's not super creative.
Also, you have no context for why you should be fighting these people, so it's really hard to come up with a colourful invective.
Take that, archery scum! And I'm gonna punch him in the face.
You punch him in the face. Please make an attack roll.
I am doing non-lethal damage, by the way.
Very well. The
want to
half-elf
kill him.
ranger has an AC of, what did you roll? How'd you do? Oh, you're in. Good.
Oh my god, 25.
25. Yeah, you beat his AC.
So 25 hit this little dude.
Are you hitting
Oh,
him
I
with
feel
your
so
quarterstaff,
bad.
or are you just punching him?
I'm just punching him for now.
That's 10.
That's 10 points of damage. But then I'm going to burn a key point to make a basically turn
Does
to a flurry
Wing
of
Flap
blows.
take a bonus action?
Yes.
Yeah.
Although you do still have a second
You have
attack because
extra
you have extra
attack.
attack by default. So you have a second one you can make already.
Hang on, let me just find out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry, that was my bonus action. Cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but I will do my second attack. And,
Yeah. Very well.
and yeah, I'll punch the poor
Strike
guy
him again.
Does an 11 beat?
An 11 does not. And I don't think this is actually even, unless you want to re-roll it. No, that does not hit. Yeah, you clock him in the head, and it's not so much that he dodges the second time. It's more like he just falls off. He falls backwards, and you miss because he drops to the ground because he is sort of stun-locked by you smacking him in the head. And he drops 3 feet to the grounds below. So, yeah.
Kiki uses punch. It's super effective.
It is surprisingly effective. And he takes
and she's
10 points of damage.
She's going to strike some martial arts pose. Just be like, wow.
Terrace, thank you very much for that resub as
yeah.
well, you bloody champion. Woo woo! 35 months. Terrace, do you want to give to D4 to somebody?
Tilia are classically weak to CTE, so...
Yep. Anything else, Kiki? You happy?
I don't think I can do anything else
Very
because
well
I
then.
used my bonus action to do the
is true.
dramatic leap.
In
Kiki's
which case-
taken put on a good show to heart.
Yep. Hank. And it is Milo on deck.
Yes. Kingsley's
You
gonna
two,
be
you
Oh,
two
thank
stay
you.
behind us, and I'll start moving forward pretty casually, not too rapidly, kind of hefting my my maul, and then I am going to switch hands with the maul, and I'm going to reach out as if I'm fist bumping, and you'll see what looks like basically the equivalent of me, but with the mane tied up in like braids in parts. You'll see just like as I reach that part where you would usually fist bump someone, boom,
He appears.
he appears, and then we both separate so that there is like sort of be like myself 5 foot, 5 foot, and then my echo.
Yep.
And yeah, we
That's sick.
yeah. So I'm kind of positioning myself so that I can actually get some blows in on an opponent. So whoever
Yep.
I'm closest to.
The tiefling and the cleric are the ones sort of guarding the way across the bridge. They've sort of made a phalanx across the bridge. There's 2 of them is enough to sort of block the entire thing. If you and your echo are advancing on the pair of them, they would be...
Yeah.
You're sort of sizing... The 2 of you are standing up against the 2 of them.
Got it. All right. I'm going to make my first attack against the tiefling.
Yep.
With my maul, and I will click this. Oh, bad roll.
Ooh, not great.
Unlucky.
No, he
Yep.
tanks it on his chest. Takes the blow. Actually, would take the blow on his shield. This one apparently has some skill. He reads the blow and it does not connect.
Well, swing and a miss, and then I'm going to take another swing.
Nice.
Oh,
Oh, you're just giving him a warning. Yeah.
you might want to
Shadow boxing right in front of this guy.
You might want to fall down and play dead.
Shadow boxing.
And he hisses something back in Tilia, which I think you probably know enough of, being an Espinora native, that you would get that he is not actually like he might have been a lot more scared of you right up until you completely failed to hit him twice.
Understandable. That is my move, my action, and my bonus action. So that's me.
Love it. Milo.
That's me. Milo is going to toddle on over to this cleric on the other side.
So you'd be standing in between the two Hanks.
Yeah. I'm flanked by these big guys.
Yep.
Flanked by Hanks.
Yeah, flank with Hank. Milo is gonna look over his shoulder, look over his other shoulder, smile at his cleric. I'm not gonna give away the tattoo at this point. I'm just gonna pull my normal dagger.
You do have your longbow, just FYI. You do have your yeah. Okay.
I can't go non-lethal with that though.
That's true. Okay, fair.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull the dagger, and he's just gonna look at this cleric and go, "Sorry." Turn it around, and I'm gonna bash him twice with the hilt right in the head.
Do you Hunter's Mark or anything?
No.
Okay.
Not yet, because
27 does hit.
I'm not wanting to yet risk spell slots. 9 damage.
Go to sleep.
For 9 damage on
And-
the Dwarven Cleric.
And then I'm gonna do it again if he's still up.
He is still up.
Cool. 12 hit.
Does not. Oh no! 12 is the number you need on the Cleric.
For 7 damage.
For 7 damage. 9 and 7 is 16 all up. He is still up.
Okay.
But he is not looking well. His eyes, one of his eyes is kind of wandering, and he is a chameleon. So, like, one eye, his eyes don't normally point in the same direction, but he had both focused on you up until you started beating him around the head with the hilt of your dagger. And he had genuinely, gotten the idea that Hank was the really dangerous one. And then Milo comes up and just sort of bludgeons him around the head really quite badly. And yeah, the poor guy didn't really know what hit him.
Seeing that this guy is not dead, Milo is just gonna stay looking at him and go, uh-oh.
Valid. He sort of shakes his head. And then he hisses out, "Turn undead!" And raises up the skull of a gecko on a little string. And he brandishes his holy symbol at you, Milo, and then from his other hand pulls out a little grenade and throws it at the ground at your and Hank's feet. Can you please both make me dexterity saving throws?
Is this guy
All right.
pretending
I
to
get
cast a
advantage.
spell?
So
14?
I believe he is. I believe this is some.
yeah, there we go.
I rolled a
16.
5 on the
Pair of
dice.
16s
Incredible.
and a 14.
I
The crowd
am going
roars.
Ooh, do I add my d4 to this?
Do you add your d4 to this?
Yeah, I do. I don't want to fuck it. No, I'll be fine. I'm not.
You'll be fine. Alrighty. Milo, you are blinded until the end of your next turn. This grenade blasts off. Unfortunately for Hank, he is just too tall to be in the blast radius because it is a 5-foot square. He's just... if his eyes were a foot lower, it would have been a problem, but no. He's just fine. And then the cleric casts... you hear from outside of the smoke cloud, you hear, healing touch, healing touch! And Milo, you can't see it, but Hank, you can. He is frantically getting out a bandage kit and wrapping bandages around his head. The
Incredible.
tiefling fighter standing next to him, however, is going to... It draws a wicked-looking scimitar and is going to, first of all, make a shield bash attack against you, Hank. Can you please make me a strength saving throw? I mean, this probably isn't going to work, but he's certainly going to try.
It's 15.
A 15? You're not rolling well today.
No.
Hank, you get smashed to the ground. You are knocked prone, which means he gets advantage on these next 2 attacks, because that was his bonus action, and then he makes a multi-attack with his scimitar. A 16 and a 23 to hit.
Both will hit.
Nice. For a massive... It's actually not bad. 12 slashing damage.
Cool. No worries.
The half-elf ranger, Kiki, is going to use his bonus action to disengage, and then withdraw 10 feet, and shoot at you.
Oh, sweet summer child.
An 8 and a filthy 20. No, a 21 and a 9.
So I have deflect missile attack.
Well, yeah. Dang.
You still.
So I will roll the damage. It's 6 piercing damage. And then you roll a d10, I want to say, and
add your wisdom, I think.
Yeah. Or dex.
It's D10 plus dex plus monk level.
Ah, yeah.
Which means that if you're 10 levels in monk, you literally
probably
can't
just
take damage from this.
You catch it, and then you are allowed to use your reaction to use a key point to just throw it back at him, I think.
If I reduce the damage to 0.
You did.
Which you do.
You can't not.
Cool. Great. I'll deflect it and throw it back at him.
So you just catch it, and then just yeet it right back at him. And there is
then, then I think you just roll it as a... I think you treat it as a monk weapon.
Yeah,
you treat it as a monk weapon. So
it has a little attack.
Basically just roll an unarmed.
So 21 to...
Roll the damage. That's hilarious.
I cast no you.
And because it's a monk weapon for you, I believe that's a d6.
Yeah. She rolled max damage. Hey,
Big.
10
Kiki,
points!
how do you do this?
Oh no! I'm not trying to kill him, just take him out of the fight. So I'll basically hit him right in the shoulder of his shooting arm.
Alright, yeah. And he actually quite melodramatically goes, ah! And then, initially it was a genuine, oh god, I've been really badly hurt. And then you can see it in his eyes, he realizes, oh, I might actually be badly injured enough that I could pretend to die. And then he very melodramatically, and I'm going to roll for it to see how good he does. He rolled nat 1. It's exceptionally poorly. Goes, oh no! I am slain! And collapses to the ground, his one hand across his brow. Well, that's his attacks. However, leaping out from behind the ruins behind you, Kiki, leaps the halfling rogue to stab you in the back while you're not looking.
Oh, and I have no reaction now.
Yeah.
Little bastard.
He is going to, try for a sneak attack. That is an 18 and a 24.
They will both hit.
I'm just going to pause the Sirenscape because it's gone very glitchy. Both hit, you say, which means he's also going to get his sneak attack on you for a total of 4d6 damage. Terrifying.
Kiki's like, hiya!
He rolled a 1, a 2, a 3, and a 4. Plus 2 damage. So, a 1, a 2, a 3, and a 4 is 10. Plus 2 twice. No, it's plus 3. What is it talking about? So, a total of 16 points of damage, Kiki.
That hurt. I did not appreciate that at all.
He just shanks you. Clear in the back. And then he is actually going to disengage. And retreat back behind the piece of cover he was standing behind before. And then it is the wizard's turn. The wizard has advanced behind their meat shields, the cleric and the fighter. And the wizard declares quite dramatically, "Fireball!" And raises one hand above their head. This is clearly dressed as a woman. Yet the tone of voice is clearly not female. And held in the arm aloft the hand is clearly like the rigid rigor of a spell being cast. However, the fingers are holding a vial of something. It's got quite a vivid orange fluid in it. He makes a ranged spell attack.
Ranged spell attack. Fire the laser.
Yes. And he rolls a nat 20. On the biggest thing he can see. And
Sorry, Hank.
The fake Hank.
It's at Hank. So this is going to do 18 damage because it's a crit plus 3d6 fire damage. Which is pretty good. It's another 9, so 27 fire damage as you are hit square in the face with a vial of alchemist's fire.
Hey, to me,
yes.
Does it matter that I was prone?
Oh, that is a good point. If it's a throwing attack, that would make it a disadvantage, right?
Disadvantage,
Massively
very well.
matters.
Throwing for the echo.
That is true. Does the echo take damage at all?
The echo will take damage and just blamps and disappears.
I think that's what he would do, actually.
Yeah.
He's one's down and being dealt with, so he would nail the echo instead. Who he was probably recognized as the one that was a threat to him, not knowing what it was. If the echo takes damage, the echo disappears.
Got it.
There you go then. And it fades, or what did it look like?
When he disappears, he literally he actually does this like kind of seeing how the Tilia reacted all dramatically. The echo's taking the lead, and kind of silently just does this like, and just melts away into nothingness.
And the crowd roars in approval at their wizard, and who go, "Yay! I am alive!" And that's its turn. Kingsley, it's your turn.
Excellent. Okay. So I know the wizard has just moved up behind the other two.
Uh-huh.
What I'm wondering is, with a 30-foot cube, could I catch any of the others in it?
Not really, I'm afraid. Kiki's a
That's
fair
fine.
distance away, but you can get the 3 of them.
That's fine. I'll take the 3 of them. As I think Kingsley is going to, he steps forward and rather than his sword produces his lyre, and as he begins to sort of pluck at it, he opens his mouth, and rather than his beak rather, and rather than his normal voice or a chicken, like a rooster's crow, you hear the what's the word I'm looking for here? There was a specific type, but the trilling of a thrush sort of emerge from his throat, and as he sort of plucks at the strings, some of them give off gold, and after a moment, a flurry of little spectral gold hummingbirds shoots out and begins to sort of swirl around the three on the bridge, and I need all of them to make wisdom saves against hypnotic pattern.
Ooh. A wisdom save. Hang on, let me just check there, because that's... I'm rolling quite well for them. That was a 13. Wisdom... 12. On that one, I will say that one is the cleric, who's a bit punch drunk, and
Sure.
the wizard is a nat 20.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Fair
Minus
enough.
1.
Well, the wizard will succeed, but the others, I think their eyes will sort of glaze over as they become charmed for the duration.
Yeah.
And as long as I'm holding the spell, they're incapacitated and they have a speed of 0.
Fantastic. The cleric and the
additionally,
tiefling are incapacitated.
Milo is blinded at the moment, right?
He is.
Okay.
I see.
That's fair. Well, then I won't do that. Instead, I do think that there will be a brief pause, and although he stops trilling, the sound continues to fill the space. As he'll just, what is it? Come on, Hank. They're expecting a better show. As I'll give you a bardic inspiration.
Nice. And we go back to the top of the order. Kiki!
I'm going after this rogue. I saw where he went, right?
You saw the corner he went around. Yeah, absolutely. And you are probably faster than he is.
Yeah, I will run after him, like drawing my quarterstaff as I do. So,
Make a dexterity save.
motherfucker. 12.
Is there anything you want to do to that? Or are you happy with the 12?
Well, I do have an ability called Fated, or I can choose to reroll any attack, skill check, or saving throw. I can't use this feature again until I've completed a long rest. So,
If you
know,
want to use that, you can.
I'll... Because I got an inspiration as well, so... Oh, no! That was gross.
Cool.
I'm going down! I'm going down!
No, basically you run around the corner and the rogue who is standing there, you feel a tripwire that you feel the rope break as you go around the corner, and you stop, look at the Tilia, who smiles like, there is a clear like, oh my god, I can't believe that worked. And then another he screams, "Turn undead!" And you another puff of smoke, and you are blinded for until the end of your next turn.
God damn it.
You do, however, still know where he is, and you can still keep moving, so you can... Like, he didn't move after you did this. You are just blinded,
Cool.
so you're disadvantaged to attack him.
I will attack with disadvantage. Oh boy. Does a 14 hit?
Nope.
Cool, but I get 2 attacks, so I'll swing again.
You're going with a +2 quarterstaff this time? You're not kidding
Yep.
around anymore?
Yep.
And a 13. Rough.
Mother freaking just
Yep.
swinging blind.
He's like, ha! Ha! And then
Why, you little...
you execute like a half of a kata, it's really well performed, and you can hear the whoosh of him like dodging around you, and then you hear ha 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 as he punches you in the chest, but he's just not strong enough for it to mean anything.
My granny punches better than that.
Why do you know? That is
Who do you
Kiki's
think
turn.
taught me?
Hank. You
Hell
get
of a
yourself
way to
off the
make a
ground.
first impression, you idiot. And I'll stand myself up And then I'm going to slap myself in the jaw. And as I slap myself in the jaw, my echo appears again. But this time the echo appears directly next to the wizard. And the echo is mirrored to me, but slapping itself in the other side of the jaw.
Yeah.
And thanks, Kingsley. And then I'm gonna swing my maul across at the legs of the tiefling.
Okay.
Recklessly this time.
Love it.
So let's go.
With advantage. I think you already had advantage because he's...
he's incapacitated.
He was incapacitated, so I think, yeah, you would already have advantage.
Right, if you were swinging for the wizard wasn't incapacitated.
No,
I think he was going for the tiefling.
He was going for the tiefling.
Oh, well then, yeah, they were.
So I won't attack recklessly then. What's the command to roll advantage on?
If you right-click on the number, you should be when you click the roll button.
Got it. Thank you. All right. So that's a 22.
22 does hit.
Okay. That is going to be 15 points of bludgeoning damage. Can you also make me a DC 17 con save
Oh my god.
against being toppled?
Nope, I can't.
Punch him into the next dimension.
All right. So I cleave across with the maul and just basically obliterate the first knee that I come in contact with. Just blowing the leg up and out slightly, and he spins and falls to the ground.
I think he falls into the river.
Into the river?
Yeah, you sort of he like does a full flip in the air, kind of ragdolls, and then lands sideways, like with his hip on the edge of the bridge. And I think that the tiefling's last conscious thought is must get away, and kind of wills himself to just fall into the river to spare himself from you. The chainmail causing him to sink at an alarming rate. You can see his eyes go, oh wait, I may have miscalculated, but my knee is extremely painful.
And then I'm going to turn to the cleric, which is still beside us, I believe.
Yeah, and completely like he appears to have been mid application of bandage. He has 3, thank you very much. Now, because he cast Healing Touch on himself.
And I'll swing the maul so that I'm swinging up, like, you know when you're playing croquet?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll swing the maul and swing upwards, so that elbow that's, like, up here is just going to get smashed.
Punch him in his own face.
And we'll take an attack against that guy.
Love it.
Again with advantage.
Non-lethal?
20.
Filthy 20 does hit. How do you do this?
Yeah. And just basically the blow shatters his elbow, and that hand that's like on the side of his head with the bandage just punches himself in the head, and he goes falling to the ground.
You knock him out with his own hand.
A destroyed arm.
Yes.
And then I'm just going to casually start walking towards the next... is there just the wizard left in eyesight? Or
that you can see? Kiki is clearly... There was a scream of turn undead, and Kiki is around a couple of corners, but she seems like she's doing okay.
In fact, I won't walk across. I'm just going to use my... ability to swap places with my echo.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I will suddenly be standing, and you'll see as well the difference that all of a sudden the one that was standing next to you and the cleric has the braids in the hair, I'll be suddenly standing next to the wizard. You're next.
Horrifying.
Fall to the ground now.
The wizard looks up at you and kind of says, "Shield!" And raises a physical shield.
Hell yeah.
And that is my turn.
Milo!
Can't see, can I?
No.
Did I feel the whoosh of this guy getting croquet malleted the fuck
You
away from
definitely
me?
did. Yeah.
So Milo's gonna just kind of go out in front of him. Notices no one there. I know vaguely where the bridge is, right?
Yeah, you were standing at the front of it. You haven't moved.
Sweet.
So
I'll go across the bridge until I run into something that doesn't feel like Hank, and then I'll start swinging.
you will run into the wizard fairly quickly.
Sweet.
Do you walk with just your hands? I like
Yeah, pretty much.
love
Knife
it.
in one hand.
You do that. You're like yeah. Your first attack is not intentional, but you do inadvertently sort of stab at this wizard dude.
It'll be like he'll kind of just walk towards him and like one hand like kind of feels around this guy, finds a face, and then goes for the back of the knife and does the same thing.
It's the
Try to knock him out.
It's Elastigirl.
Yes, yeah, I was
reaching
literally
through
just like,
Yeah, literally. Yes,
Yeah.
literally that. It's disadvantage, yes?
It is.
No, surely not. Roll at disadvantage. Don't worry about it. I'll try again.
Yeah, why not? It's a wizard.
That's a bit better.
He despite him just having screamed "shield" at the top of his lungs, a 17 does
Shielding
hit.
against Hank.
In fact, I think an 11 might have. No. No, his AC is 14 until the beginning of his next turn.
Blind Hedgehog does 7 damage.
The blind hedgehog does 7 against the wizard. The wizard did not enjoy that experience. The wizard was very focused on Hank, so being just knocked in the back of the skull by this surprisingly deadly hedgehog.
And for some reason, the hedgehog's hand's like on his face.
Yeah. Excellent. It is the remaining
again.
enemy's turn. The wizard is what's he got? What else has he got? I dead set love the idea of him casting Fireball again, so I think I'm going to do that.
Centered on himself.
I reckon probably yes. He is going to dive away and throw it right at the ground. Can Milo with disadvantage and Hank not with disadvantage please make me dexterity saves as he goes Fireball and dives out of his own explosion.
Do we get opportunity attacks against Mr. Dive Away?
Hank would. Yours would be a disadvantage.
I can't see anything.
Yeah.
It's a 21 for
Wow.
the dex save.
That's good.
I have a +9.
Yeah.
A disadvantage on my what's-your-name. 12. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Alright, I'll make my attack. Yep, that'll hit 25.
He did not actually. I apologize. He did not leave melee with Hank. He's just dived to the other side of Hank. He's diving away from Milo because Milo is terrifying.
Sorry.
But so Hank is going to take the full, and Milo is going to take half of 3d6, which is 4, 4, and a 5. So 13 points of fire damage. Milo halving it to 6.
Ow.
13 points of fire damage. Got it.
And he comes to his feet next to Hank, his shield's still up,
Not cool.
Sorry,
little
really
one.
quick. Why would it have been a disadvantage?
you are correct. It was the end of your turn, so it's not disadvantage.
Okay, let me go because I'm.
Your
it
eyes
might
had
have-
cleared.
Let me find the roll logs because it may
Well,
have
yeah,
hit,
what was
very
it?
much may have not.
A
I
3 and a
don't know.
5 plus 9, 14 would have hit.
But did I roll the 3 or the 5 first?
Oh, that is true. You roll the 3 first.
Don't worry about it. Chill.
Oh,
Very
hang
well.
on. Sorry. I thought you were giving me normal roll because I actually roll with advantage if I'm not incapacitated.
Oh,
Sorry.
well, yeah.
Let me just quickly
Make
roll.
the save with advantage.
You got this.
It's alright.
I know
Whatever
you
that
do.
is.
That is
20.
a nat 20. Okay, so you
Alright.
you
Half
take
damage.
6.
Go.
Yeah.
Got it.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry about that.
Cool. That's the wizard's turn. The rogue is unable to. Yeah, he is going to make 2 attacks. Unfortunately, he can't get his sneak attack because you. No, you can't see him. What am I talking about? Kiki doesn't know
Wasn't
where
it
he
only
is.
until the end of?
At the end of Kiki's
oh
next
no,
turn.
you're talking about
Kiki's
Kiki.
next
Never
turn.
mind, yeah, sorry,
yeah,
sorry.
still
So
blind.
he is technically hiding because Kiki doesn't know exactly where he is. So A 24 to hit on the first,
Yeah,
and
he'll get me.
an 18 on the second.
Yeah, they're both gonna hit.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, total of this many. That's pretty good. 12, 14, 17, plus 6, 23 points of stabbing damage from this little rogue.
Jesus! I'm nearly half, down now.
And then he is going to... yeah, he is then
Kiki's
going to use...
dramatically be like, oh no, the pain!
The rogue is showboating around you. He's like, yes, I am still alive! He says with a degree of, surprise. And weirdly, he neglects to run away. He actually thinks he might have this. And his hubris is about to cost him Kingsley.
All right. Yes. Okay, Kingsley. I'm just thinking because the rogue is probably the biggest threat that we're dealing with. Although the wizard is still up, isn't he?
The wizard has done fairly well.
The wizard is doing quite well. Just realizing, I'm remembering again the downside to Kingsley, which is that I don't want to use all of this in front of everybody.
Because he's a bard and nothing else.
Yeah, of course. Exactly.
That's why he has 2 different pacts.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
The
It's fine.
pact of songs and pact of instruments.
Yeah,
Pact
that's
of
the one.
songs and scales. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. We got it. Okay, I
said
do
the title.
think. Yeah, he did. He said it. Okay, I do think that. Yeah, I don't like using it, but it's probably the best thing. I think that.
Bardic Blast.
I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I think that is actually the best play. As unfortunately, yeah, I think you'll see Kingsley kind of let out almost a defeated sigh, but as he'll stow the lyre, and as he lifts his hand, you'll see this sort of green and gold energy wrought bow kind of just twirl out of it, manifesting as if from magical vines, and he'll knock 2 arrows of green in it, and I will fire both at the rogue that Kiki is fighting.
Okay, love it. Yeah, you can maneuver yourself to get a good angle on this guy. Roll a pair of attacks.
Okay, so my first one
Not
is
so
an
much.
11, and my second is a 10.
Oh my god, you guys are rolling
I
abysmally.
am going to burn a d4 on my 11
Okay.
to make it a 13.
That D4 was from Terrace. Let us see. Let me just check. Does a 13 hit? They do all have slightly different...
Yeah.
No, it does not.
There we go. Incredible. And then I've seen Milo has taken the most hits, or is it Kiki, actually?
I think Hank... Well, Kiki, yeah.
I'm fine.
Actually, okay, if Kiki's a bit wounded especially,
She's a little, just a smidge.
I
Stab.
think that as he sort of fires off these arrows, he'll then sort of very briefly sort of step to the side to get a better view and calling out just deep breaths, Kiki. You've got this. And he's going to pop a 2nd level healing word.
Love it.
Using. Okay. Yeah. So heal for 8. Because I rolled. Actually,
A 3 and a
wait,
1.
is that minimum? Yeah, okay. Very close to minimum. Alright, that's cool. But yeah, I'll heal for 8.
It's
And
one
then I think
below
he's
average. What are you complaining
Yeah,
about?
true, actually. It's fine. But he'll stay where he is, I think,
Yeah.
for now. Just staying in the back makes sense.
I love it. Kiki, it's your turn. This... There's a pair of green arrow blasts have shot in as your eyes clear.
Don't play to
and
the end of my turn.
oh, that's true. Yeah, but you can sort of hear this Tilia showboating around you, just like a pair of these things just missed him, and he is the look of surprise on his face that he is still breathing is just increasing. He's like, I can't believe it! I am winning! Kiki,
Oh,
you are
buddy.
disadvantaged, but you get a +2 to the first attack. Because he is
Cool.
making so much noise.
I use my highly developed bird ears to try and hit him with my quarterstaff again. Batter, swing, batter.
That's a 22. Hits.
Yes. 2 hands, no holding back. 10 points of damage.
He foolishly has turned his back on you briefly, and your staff, you hear him behind you. You turn around, your staff held, and inadvertently just smack him around the back of the head. And now you have a good place on where he is. Do you do it again?
Yes, I do. 13?
Does not hit, I'm afraid.
Shit.
You have a bonus action that you can attack with an with an offhand.
Yeah. I'm gonna say I like miss and stumble, and then I'll burn key to punch him. Well, I'll try to hit him. Basically, I'll do my thing where I like swing, and then I like try to bring my elbow kind of around and back to.
So this is a flurry of blows.
Yeah. Still with
Attack
disadvantage.
twice more
though,
with
so...
disadvantage.
Oh, 13 again.
It's highs and lows. It's really irritating.
One last try. 16?
16 does hit. An 8 and a 9. Yeah, that does it.
I'll hit him in the chops for another 7 points of damage.
Kiki, how do you do this? He has 17 hit points.
Again, this is non-lethal. I'm not trying to kill anybody. But yeah, I want to get him in like the jaw. I want to like.
So the first one was accidental as you clobber him around the back of the skull. The next two are like here, and they're like, right, okay, he's not there and he's not there, which means he's here. Boom, and you just clock him in the jaw, and you see, or you would if your eyes were clear, stars orbiting his head as he drops to the ground. And your eyes you blink your eyes furiously. Now that you have a moment, you sort of rub them clear, and lying on the floor in front of you, his eyes with that like swirly bit in the center, is this Tilia who's been giving you so much trouble. Mitch, so close. And it's Hank's turn.
You fiery little fuck, stop moving. And I'm going to take a swing with my maul.
Shield!
I'm going for the area on its body that is containing... that he seems to be pulling these fireballs out of.
Yep.
Oh no. I'm going to smash that part on their body.
A 20.
A 20.
Yep.
Yep.
He goes up like a torch.
And I've got to re-roll the 1. How do you re-roll 1 dice?
Bottom left corner.
Right, I got a
just
3.
Just roll a dice.
There you go.
So that makes it 13 points of damage.
Yeah. Mechanically, I mean, he dies. But what if you're aiming for the pocket where he's been pulling his alchemist fire out of? He immolates. Yeah. He goes up like a torch as you shatter a half dozen vials of alchemist fire, and he goes shield, smack, whoosh, and there is a and then he leaps off the bridge into the water as well, quenching himself, but is mechanically, I would say, badly burned, but not actually dead. And that is the end of the combat. The crowd roars its approval. The chap sitting at the far end, the big guy in the chair made of coral, the hedge, comfortably the largest hedge any of you have ever seen. Milo, your whole family aren't particularly big, but you have encountered a few slightly larger folks in your time. But it's unusual for a hedge to be over 3.5 foot tall. This guy would make Hank look small. He is enormous. and probably made a little bit bigger by the quills, and not so much hedgehog, more of an echidna look to him. But yeah, the quills do make him look quite a bit larger than he perhaps is, but he is already comfortably big enough anyway. He nods his head respectfully, seems quite impressed, as you feel the collars around your necks re-engage. And a group of guards come out and sort of gather up your opponents, or the bits of them that they can find. Actually, they're all... I think they are all basically alive. The only one who might not survive is the wizard. And the warden claps you on the shoulder, Hank, and says, "Nicely done there. Thanks very much. If you win and actually manage to get away and everything, let me buy you a drink when we're done." He takes you back to your cell, and you guys are you're allowed to keep your armor, though you are required to put your weapons back in the cupboard, where they will be stored for you until tomorrow. A little bit later, the guard, the warden, who on the way back down to the place did introduce himself as Danny. Friends call me Danny. Brings you... the food is cold, but it's quite good food. And it was it's the sort of thing that would be served warm. However, it is cold when you get it. But it is, despite that, like a feast. A rich person's feast, or the leftovers of it. And yeah, he's like, "For the champions, I thought it seemed fair. You put on a really good show. Great job."
When's the next fight?
Tomorrow morning. Rest up. I'm interested to see how well you do against Big Boy.
Is it going to be a fight a day, or...?
I think that's the general idea, unless you're doing particularly well, in which case they might make you do 2 in 1.
Certainly.
Okay.
Daniel, Warden, question. You said to let you know if there was anything missing.
Yeah, what are you looking for?
2 snakes, 3 mice, a bird, and about 7 beetles.
Yeah, right. I'll get on it.
I hope so. You don't want them running around here.
One of the beetles, Milo, you actually see crawling down the corridor, comes under the door as you say it.
6 beetles.
Right.
3 of them are termites. You don't want them here.
No, they get in the wood. That'd be bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You are welcome to... He leaves you to it. And you are welcome to say, do, or be anything you choose to. The gang in the next cell over are brought back about an hour later. Looking a little bit battered and bruised, but also victorious. Yeah.
What did you all end up fighting?
The Mapatch that you spoke to before says this thing, huge, big jaws, long teeth like knives, tall, maybe 30 feet long, stood on its 2 legs, little tiny arms, pretty useless, but it was hungry.
I'm guessing that's what the warden meant by big boy, then.
Oh. He wasn't that big when we left him. And he points at the Tilia, and the Tilia grins. Yeah, but it grins, but doesn't say anything.
Does that sound familiar, by the way, if I make a nature check?
Oh, yeah, me too, actually.
Hank and Milo would absolutely know what this is. You make a nature check.
T-Rex?
Hank, yeah.
was gonna say we're from the continent that has dinosaurs, right?
Yeah, I think 10 would be just enough to take a stab at it. Milo, it's definitely a Rex. Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Something, at least, if not a Rex, maybe an Allosaur if they're overstating the size a little bit, but something definitely of that ilk.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's a T-Rex. Stay away from its tail and its mouth, and probably it.
Uncomfortable, like nasty at both ends, and really quite disagreeable in the middle as well, actually.
Yeah.
Weak spot on the back.
You guys... this is where there's no teeth. I don't have one of those. Weak spot on my back. So when you guys keep winning, and when we keep winning, we're gonna... I think you're gonna make us fight each other. Can we agree right now that no matter who wins, we will go no killing? If not, I can adjust to that. But
he looks at his companions. A Strig, and the Strig has said very little. Has actually kind of been aloof from the whole thing. And the Tilia, the Strig says something in a language I don't think any of you speak.
Is it Orin?
No.
Sylvan?
Then no.
It's not. It is the language of the southern continent.
Swahili.
It might as well be, and it probably actually has that sort of a tone. Let's say that's fun. He has a really quite deep, resonant voice for quite a small Strig, and the Mapatch doesn't translate, but nods and says, "Well, let's hope that it does not come to that."
I don't know.
But I think for my own self, yes, I make you that promise.
And your companions?
The other two shrug. I think the Tilia would shrug, looking at his hands like he doesn't really have the ability to go non-lethal. It's a wizard. But he will shrug and kind of he gives you the gesture of I'll do what I can. The Strig is busying himself at the back of their cage, and says something again in the same language, and the Mapatch says, but he responds and looks a little awkward and says, I wish you luck, and goes to join his companion at the back of the cage, where they begin talking in very hushed tones.
Well, I just didn't particularly want to have to kill people, but if you're going to kill me, I suppose. Also in hushed tones in the back of our cage.
Yes.
If you're going to kill me, kill my friends.
We'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do what needs doing.
Kiki is going to it's gonna look like she's just kind of casually walking around the cell, just kind of having a little stretch, just cooling down the muscles, but she's actually looking for weaknesses.
Make an investigation. It wouldn't be perception, I'm afraid.
15.
15. In your cell, no. It is extremely well made. Kiki, your magical senses are not particularly well developed. I don't think. It's just not something you've ever really encountered.
No.
But this is you're a craftsman and you know quality when you see it. This was well made. It's not new by any stretch, but it is well built. They chose this cell for Hank. They took one look at him and said, this one needs to go in the good cell.
Speaking of, I'm going to tentatively, knowing what might happen, I'm going to try and to manifest my echo beside
Beyond the
me.
bars?
Does it? Beside me. Does it happen?
A flash of agony lances through your head. And
That's what I thought.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
I'm
You
doing this
take-
obviously before we take a long rest, but
Yep.
yeah.
You take 54. No, come on. What was the roll?
Whoa.
Oh, okay, I am Kiki. That's right. 54 psychic damage.
What?
Jesus.
I'm just gonna like fall to the ground with my like face in the dirt, just like holding my head.
Milo is going to rush over and just kind of put his two tiny hands either side of your massive head and just, are you okay?
I'm fine.
You don't look fine.
Yeah, I'm not. I just tried to bring my brother, but no, can't. Now I know.
Maybe something
Worth a
got through to him and that's why.
worth
it
a
hurts so
try.
much.
Worth a try.
In case anyone was wondering,
Shake my head.
this cell is really well built. And she'll kind of like slap the cell bars, like, can keep so many prisoners locked up in here. Damn it.
Well, now I know, because I could have got us out if that worked, but oh well.
I think we're gonna have to fight through this.
Onwards till tomorrow.
Do you post a watch?
I just go to sleep. Arms crossed across my chest. Like, I kind of tuck all my mane back behind my
pillow?
head into a pillow,
Yeah.
and just rest my head on it.
Love it.
Nah, y'all. Make sure you get some rest.
Night,
Hank.
Kiki's impulse is to keep a watch, just in case there's any shenanigans in the night.
Yes,
Very
with
well.
Milo.
Or, opportunities to escape.
Yeah.
Kingsley will wake you up for
Do I
the last
still
watch.
feel like I'm attuned to my weapon, by the way?
Yep.
Interesting. Let me just read the description on it. While the weapon is on your person, never mind.
Kingsley.
All good.
Kingsley,
Yeah.
your while you were fighting, as they were guiding you away, just before you felt your collar re-engage, you felt a pair of claws land on your shoulder.
Excellent.
And but it is invisible.
I do think that he would smile, but otherwise would not react.
You probably reveled in the applause as well, so smiling would not
Oh,
be
definitely, yeah. Like he's smiling, walking out of the arena, and a grin coming across his face wouldn't have necessarily been out of place. I do think that as he sits there, again in an effort to create as little noise as possible and to give away, like to give the ghost basically to as few people as possible, entirely mentally, he's going to reach out to Princeton. And is going to instruct him to remain invisible, be as quiet as you can, scout the halls.
When do you do
nearby.
this?
Once we're back in the cell.
Then
Just
as soon as you
reaching
begin
out
to
mentally. Oh, okay. Yeah.
try, as soon
yeah. I'll take damage,
yeah.
I guess. Yep.
as soon as you begin to try, a migraine of epic proportions crosses your skull, and Kingsley, you collapse to the ground, taking 52 psychic damage.
Yeah, Kingsley goes down to 11 hit points from full. As
He's a squishy boy.
I think he's already sat himself in the corner, and so he does his best because he's very deceptive. He does his best to sort of like
Tank it.
close his eyes and just sort of like make as if he's resting rather than suffering immensely.
Yeah.
Although I imagine that it doesn't work perfectly.
Roll that
but-
deception.
Sure. Nat 20 for 32.
Okay, no one knows.
Yeah, no, you nail it. He is just, at best, he has gas.
Kingsley is struggling to maintain
Wow.
consciousness. Not that anyone knows.
It's not often you see a number over 30.
32.
Yeah. As I think, Kingsley will sort of let out a sigh, and after a few minutes of just keeping his eyes closed, trying to sort of hold in the expressions of pain, will instead, before he goes to roll over for the night, will out loud talk to Princeton as quietly as he can, and just,
Yep.
Princeton, I want you to go to the halls nearby. Stay as quiet as you can. I want you to memorize every person you find who has one of those amulets. And if you hear them called by a name, remember it.
Very well. You do that. He does that. Milo, Kiki, do you put up and Kingsley, do you stand a watch
Yep.
or not?
I'll
Alrighty.
take the last watch, as I do think he was actually going to offer to take the first before his little misadventure, and instead will just silently nod and just rolls over and kind of quietly just lets out a
Yeah.
I
Very
know,
well.
Kingsley.
Who goes in the middle
Right.
watch and who goes on the first?
I'm unbothered.
Kiki's happy to go first.
Yeah, sure,
Okay.
I'll go second.
Milo, please make me a perception check.
Okay.
Yay.
Yay. Perception. 15.
15. Milo, the gang in the cell across from you are discussing something, though you cannot make out exactly what. One of them does mention at some point. It sounds like they are talking about an escape. You hear the word tunnels. But they're trying to hide the fact that they are discussing this from you as well as anybody else who might be listening.
Is there any form of writing implement around here?
Not really, I'm afraid, no. If you might have some on you, they wouldn't have taken away that. There's no threat from a piece of paper. Enough. No, we don't need that. Thank you.
Nothing in my inventory. Is this during watch or just in general?
During the watch?
This was
It
during
would
the
be
watch?
during your watch, yes.
Okay. I'm gonna look through, I think, Kingsley's stuff really quietly to see if he's got quill and paper.
Would he?
He does have ink and paper in his kit, yes. It just depends on whether that was something that was allowed to stay with us.
Yeah, it would be, yeah.
Cool.
So it was only weapons that were taken.
Yeah, when you came back, they gave you back, well, anything that you'd taken, they just, weapons in here. There was a cursory, pat down, make sure you haven't hidden anything on your person, but frankly, these bards, the bars of this cage, they really, the collars have made them all a bit sloppy.
I'm going to take the smallest piece of paper that I can. So Milo's not a very good writer, but it is legible.
I assume that, yeah.
Yeah, no, canonically, from last session, he's not very neat.
No.
Like a doctor's
like-
handwriting.
Yeah, pretty much. No, like chicken scratch.
Yeah.
Somehow worse. But, more legible, but it looks worse.
Yeah.
And he's just gonna write as small as he can. We are willing to help. And on the tiniest piece of paper, and I'm going to send it across the hallway on a gripped in a stag beetle's jaws.
Yeah. the stag beetle takes it over there, heads into the shadows at the back of the cage, and comes back 30 seconds later without it. However, no sign is given that, like, they've clearly received it, you can tell that, but no sign is given that they are in any way interested in your assistance. The following day, you awaken after a rough night's sleep to the sounds of the door to the hallway being unlocked. Rise and shine, winners! It's time to fight again! The warden leads you back up to the arena, though you are shown to a different gate than yesterday. The arena beyond is fairly bare this time. The same size and sand floor, but 4 stone pillars spaced evenly around the edge are the only other features. Some of the spectators are the same, though many are different. One appears to be little more than a bundle of eyes and tentacles floating a couple of feet off the ground. Then your eyes are drawn to the gate across the arena from you. A huge metal humanoid is clanking through it, a hoplite-style helmet viewing you coldly. And I think we will leave it there.
Interesting.
Not that big boy, then. So, guys, thank you very much for playing with me this evening. I hope you have enjoyed yourselves. I know I have. So, if you have enjoyed the session this evening, well, I hope you have. This was an adventure, and I've got the cover here. I'll pop it up there. There you are. Boop. That is Breakout from Bloodmoon Bay by Glen Watkins of the Every Trick books. So, if you're enjoying it so far, check out Every Trick books on their website, everytrickbooks.com. But while you do that, and also while you type !ticket into chat to go into the draw to win a Draw Lord Games voucher, please, guys, we are going to do our favourite moments. So can I get someone in the audience to type !roll space the number 5 to determine who we are going to flatter first, as we are going to do what we like to do at the end of our streams, our favourite moments, something we borrowed unabashedly from the dreaded GM, because it's lovely and affirming. So we need to decide who we're going to flatter first, who we think did really well. That's a 3, Doctor. Thank you very much. That's Milo. Favorite Milo moments. Milo, first of all, everybody, what did Jess do well?
I wrote down a quote. The ominous, yet adorable, if I ever get the opportunity, I will tear you limb from limb.
Yeah. I think mine is trying to befriend the folks in the cell next door. Milo, my impression of Milo is prepared to do horrible things, but will always try and not first. And it's a sweet but terrifying combination.
He wants to be nice, but
but he won't
if
if he
you're
doesn't.
gonna be
If he
mean,
can't.
something's gonna happen to you.
He seems like he views the world relatively black and white as well. Like, you're either nice and you're a friend, or you're not and you are not.
There's a very kind of casually distant kind of demeanor to Milo as well, where it's that kind of the eyes slightly widen and you stare somewhat, and it's like it very, very much gives kind of like a low charisma vibe / picking up on social cues. Isn't like a forte. One of the funny moments for me was Milo mimicking Kingsley with the "keep my table for me," and Milo just went, "keep my table for me," just doing the exact same thing.
Yes.
That
was great.
He looks up to all of his friends, so he thinks he's very much full on for Kingsley's cool guy persona. True.
Yeah.
He's just a little dude.
I think I also specifically loved when you were talking to the other team, and sort of being like, hey, again, in that same way that Josh was talking about, doing the like, let's be friends, let's help each other. And when one of them was clearly just like not having it, and it was just like, are they gonna promise? And they were like, like, good luck. And just the fact that, again, in that same sort of way, Milo doing the, like, wide-eye 1,000-yard stare, just kind of, I can't remember the exact words, but it was something to the tune of, like, because I was going to try to not kill you, but that can change.
I can work with either way. Yeah.
I think something was said to that effect by someone. I can't remember who. It's like, I can go. I can work with either.
I think Milo said it. Yeah.
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 I'm
Favorite
trying
self?
to be nice, but
Yeah.
I've really missed my little guy. And I feel like I've fallen back into him a lot more quickly than I would many other characters I have played, so it didn't take me long to be like, oh yeah, that's right. He's just like that.
He's just a little guy.
Something's going on. Something's not right. Like, he was raised by something. And it shows.
Well, we have had a 1 rolled in chat as well, Mitch. But yeah, I need a 3 next, because a roll was done of a 1. I actually didn't see it. That's why I didn't go with that one first. But also, I hate going. So, but yeah, a 1 was rolled, so we must talk the DM now. Thank you very much. And then we need an exclamation mark roll space to number 3 next.
Favorite DM moment is thank you for having me back, and also I love all of your voices. I don't know, something about it just gave me this big smile, and I was like, oh yeah, I've missed this.
Yeah. Back at the saddle.
I'll tell you, I'd like to, first of all, yes, thank you so much for having us back. I have missed playing with you guys, and it was fantastic to come back. But I'll specifically call out the fantastic sort of little use of, like, I guess, like, a barely foreshadowing, but, like, the fantastic little use of foreshadowing when it was like, all right, you all successfully teleport away, and then immediately going, Hank, you're in jail, and the last thing you remember is being teleported, and all the rest of us just being left there.
Fuck.
Like, the fact that you chose to narrate it in that order.
I was so confused. I was like,
oh, great. Okay.
Oh, this is how he unites us. Great.
Hell yeah. Who doesn't love a good jailbreak?
So that is in the adventure. The teleporting that is part of that is how you're all abducted. It is a teleport interrupter situation. That's how everyone's abducted. Quite enjoyed it. Hey, Leon, good to see you, buddy. Yeah, there was a couple of explosions actually. Yeah, a wizard kind of exploded, quite badly.
That's true.
Kind of a wizard.
A little bit.
He was not really a wizard.
No, wizard in quotation marks.
Yeah, he was a wizard in that he had an
Wizard
awful
in
lot of
spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not much else now.
He's got the energy.
He's got the spirit.
He's got the enthusiasm. Brambles
He's a little
explosion.
confused.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
I really enjoyed the dressed up Tilia D&D party. That was delightful. It's like the Tilia, but they're all dressed up in costumes representing archetypes. Enjoy. And I did.
They're fun.
Enjoyed that a lot.
I would probably say my favorite moment was playing them in the manner of a traditional party. Fireball! And declaring their attacks in a Pokemon-esque manner was really fun.
They were so fun. I felt bad killing them, but you know.
I appreciated the NPC Mormen. Very cool.
Yes.
You definitely gave that kind of jittery wizard nerdy vibe very well. And yeah, I too have to just chime in about the description of the Tilia. That was awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes.
My note for
also-
Mormon's voice was Skaven, sort of.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I also like that. Sorry, taking a second one real quick. You said this is a pre-written thing, but
It
you
is.
somehow looped in our previous escapades,
Yeah.
I guess. Issues. Previous people who want us dead. And yeah, no, don't think I didn't notice. Love that.
It is surprisingly easy. There's a big bad. I just changed them out for my big bad. They have, and actually, the backstory of the big bad in this situation works super well It blended in really, really easily. And that's a strong nod to Glen Watkins. The other thing I freaking love about Glen Watkins' work is that the adventures are tweakable, contain very simple system for if the party is a little bit higher level than intended, or a little bit lower level than intended, or there are just more of them. There is tweaks to provide the balanced play experience. And I have tried one of his adventures against a party of 6 of the correct levels, so it needed scaling up, and the scaling worked really well. And it was a level 5 party. No, it was I think level 3 party. And they nearly got that. It was a very well balanced fight, given that they nearly all died, but they did succeed.
Nice. And
I was like, that's crazy well balanced.
Should we be scared? Asking for a friend.
Grand Attack says they swear blind that they rolled a 4, which would be Kingsley. I didn't see the dice come up in chat, but why not? Let's talk about Kingsley next. So, favorite Kingsley moments, everybody.
Wait, also, I may just be misremembering, but did Josh give a favorite cell?
I did. I said my. I think I said my voices as well. I think I said I said the Tilia party as well. I liked how I declared all their attacks, and
yes, you're right.
I did make up the the description of turn undead, and then having the rogue do it too. I really enjoyed the rogue's antics. That wasn't pre-planned. I was like, it would be funny if this happened. Yeah, let's do that. There you go. That was my favorite me moment. Let's talk Zach. He can't distract us any longer.
I'd love to. I am going to make a few people mad by taking one that is quite obvious. So the fact that Kingsley is too stubborn to show the party his pain.
Oh yeah.
You copped that much damage, and it is so in character to just have gone, yeah, look, I'm not showing anyone. I'm big and brave and strong, and they can't see that I've been hurt. Not ever, but also, just not a good look. It's not the vibe.
Can't ruin the vibes.
So Kingsley that I can't even be mad about it. And then critting tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To deceive. So yeah, that was very in character. I love it when the dice do that sort of storytelling.
I very much appreciated the spell descriptions. That's definitely something that I vibe with, is making combats more of like a storytelling thing rather than just I go, I attack, I hit, so having actual descriptions for spells, love it. And just
thank you.
The inspiration, doing the bardic inspiration and actually having something to say along with that. It's really awesome to see.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Jumping back to early in the session, I really enjoyed when we're going through the portal, and Kingsley's like, yes, I go. Keep my table warm for me. Your hero shall return. It was great. Yeah. Really enjoyed the flair with which he departed.
And the second you went through that portal, that whole bar went, oh, thank God.
Yeah.
So in my headcanon, Espinora is massive about music. There is live music most places, most public places, all the time. So being a bard is a very legitimate profession. Being a musician, this is something Caspia would have been like, oh no, probably half of her total students, half of the kids she look after, that's the primary thing she would direct them to, is like, if you don't know what to do with your life, learn a musical instrument, because you will always find work. Solid plan. Unless they have a particular niche like Kiki, then that's what she directs them to do. Julio plays an instrument too, and that is why. He never actually demonstrated this capacity, but he is bard, so he can. He just doesn't. I imagine Bron probably plays an instrument too. Like, everybody comes out knowing how to do one, unless they demonstrate no ability at all for it.
Absolutely, yeah.
My favorite Kingsley moment, I think I'm going to go back to the describing of how his look has changed in the literal wake of the previous adventure. Particularly the detail about putting the sword in the sash around his waist and not even caring that it's cutting stuff. Or not, as the case may be. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no, it was good. That was fun. I guess then for self, I'll say, I don't know, man, it's good to be back in the Kingsley driver's seat. He's such an interesting character. I think that I will say, although it's probably not as obvious, I'll actually say his choice to drop the Eldritch Blasts in the middle of combat.
Bardic Blast.
Bardic Blast, sorry, yes. Because, what is it? From how he has been in the last couple of adventures, there was no way previously that he would have ever done that when anyone could see him, let alone a bunch of stuff. So it's, I think it's indicative of a change that I can't elaborate on for plot reasons, but it's there.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed it.
Excellent. Alrighty. Well, can somebody type !roll space the number 2 in chat, please? Because we have a Hank and a Kiki left. That's a 2. That is a Kiki. Favorite Kiki moments? The blind fighting was great. I really enjoyed. You know what? No, actually, what I'm going to say is, so if anyone's interested, this cell is really well built.
Big fan of the jump. Now, check
Wing
this out.
flap.
I'm going to use my flying to just clear these guys. I'm going for that guy at the back. That guy in particular. Very Kiki coded.
I don't know what a ranger did to Kiki in a former life ahead of time. being like,
Milo's a
what she did.
ranger. I understand. Gotta get your blows in where you can.
Yeah. I really liked what is it specifically, like how Kiki like leaned into the theatricalness of it all. It like was the first of us to do it, because I think by the end of it, pretty much everyone was sort of like trying to ham things up a bit and put on a bit of a show. But I loved it literally out the gate. Not only was it the the big jump, but it was the the fact that it's land, punch, do the striking the sort of martial arts pose, trying to be put on a show for the crowd. I was like, yeah, that's great. I love it.
Are you not entertained?
I enjoyed the line when you were told 100 gold. That's a lot of explosives. Super excited. And also, I liked that you kind of took Hank's lead a little bit, where he was doing stretches and exercising before the fight, and you started shadow boxing in the corner. So that was quite cool too.
It had the vibe for me of, I've got to impress this cool new guy that we're going to be working with. I don't want him to feel Kingsley's squishy as heck and Milo's too cute to take seriously. I've got to make him understand at least one of us is actually kind of a badass, maybe.
Also this enormous dude is really chill, but also preparing himself. This feels like good advice.
Mm-hmm.
Favorite self?
Oh gosh.
Love how this always takes you by surprise.
I always lose track. I really enjoyed catching the arrow and throwing it back.
Yeah, that was cool.
And that being
And that
what
being
killed
that killed him, yeah.
Yeah, I took out one guy by throwing his own weapon back at him, and the other one by punching him blind in the face.
Yeah.
It just happened to Kiki, I think.
Yeah. Alrighty, well that
His
leaves us
relationship.
with our new player in the team, our new character. So we need to have favorite Mitch moments.
Oh yeah. I'll jump straight in then. The initial description of when you described the echo appearing.
Oh yeah.
Doing the way of doing it that where you like described as like going for the fist bump and at the point of impact, like it materializing and it being you, but instead of going like, you know, it looks like a magical clone or whatever, it being you but with like some distinct differences in appearance. I was like, that's sick. That's like, it's such a clever way to do it, and I love the kind of feels like very casual in the way of I've done this a million times before nature of the kind of like fist bump, as opposed to it being a big deal. It's just like, yeah, all right, let's go.
Yeah.
Oh, that was great.
I'm going to ride on that one and say, mentioning again very casually my brother.
I didn't want to say
like,
too much because I've already said it a moment, but I'm so curious to find out what the hell that means.
That was really great, and it was well timed as well, because there's end of the episode where you want to have a little bit of a leave them wanting more, and it was nicely done. I have a second, but I will wait.
I'm very happy to go.
Go on, then.
Yeah, concur with Zach. Amazing description. I'm gonna have to step up my game, so thank you for being the catalyst behind that. But my personal favorite was stop hitting yourself. Just, you know, I'll smack him in the elbow, punch himself in the head.
Yeah.
That was just, I don't know why it stuck out to me. It gave me a good laugh, and yeah.
It came back as well very well from the first flubbed attack and then a come on, Hank, pull yourself together. That was rubbish. Like giving yourself a little pep talk.
Hell of a way to
was
make
adorable.
an impression, Hank.
Yeah.
Milo likes him.
I really liked your initial description of Hank when we were introduced to him, and kind of following on for that, the way he like introduced himself, like calling himself a big game hunter. I think I said it at the time, but yeah, that stuck with me. I'm like, yes, I love it. Big scary lion dude, and he's like, yeah, I hunt game, big game.
No, he is a big game hunter. He's big and he hunts game. The game is normally only medium-sized. It's actually quite an unfair fight. No.
That's
Favorite self?
Favorite self. I guess I've got a couple things which I just kind of enjoyed doing. Well, mainly because obviously all of my previous history in your campaigns, other than that one time, I've been a magic caster. So being able to actually describe physical combat was a joy, and that was good fun. I enjoyed giving a little bit of character to the Echo with the whole like dramatic melting thing.
Yeah.
And I guess progress there'll be a little bit more of an understanding. Not be a dick. Anybody who has seen Nevermore in any game knows that they're just an absolute twat of an individual. Very disrespectful, but you know,
Heart's in the right place, but nothing else is.
But it was really nice. Yeah. But it was really nice to be able to play a gentle character, someone who was chill the whole time. He came off exactly how I had wanted him to. So yeah, it was a great start to hopefully many more sessions to come with the four of you.
I am so beyond curious about Hank.
He's a man of layers and hair.
My favorite was I had a second one, and it was going for the casting to try and generate your echo in the room later. Like, I'm gonna take this because I'm curious to see, and I wonder if, and a little bit of I'm pretty sure I can tank this. Let's find out. But also just the way you played it, the way Hank played it, it was like, oh no, you okay? Yes, no, you're not. No, I'm not. I'm going to sleep now. And the little detail about making a pillow for your own head with your mane was lovely.
That was cool. I'm glad I came up with that one on the spot.
Well, glorious, everybody. So, guys, we should go away from here because we've been streaming for a gosh darn while, and some people might be a little bit sleepy. We will drop a raid on the dreaded GM who is doing a co-working stream, so we can go and maybe get some stuff done. So go show your favorite road emotes up in chat. Tell Dread where you came from. Show them love like we always do. But we do need to draw our giveaway. So, guys, we have a giveaway going on. It is for the Troll Lord Games, folks. Type !ticket in chat. You have another couple of minutes to do that while Kingsley, Zach, tell us who you are and where we can find you.
Hi, I'm Zach, or Renegade Chicken, or tonight, Kingsley. You can find me nowadays basically here, sometimes. / on Discord, I guess.
Sure.
But yeah, that's about it.
Love it. Karen, who the heck are you?
Hello, I'm Karen, sometimes known as the mother of bunnies. I'm a performer, a writer, an internet addict. I am here on Tuesday nights doing video games at the moment. We just finished all the room games, so we're gonna have to come up with something new to try next Tuesday. Watch to see how mad I get at it. And yeah, Humblewood on Thursdays.
Probably Mechaneum, I think, is the next one.
Yeah.
Though I did have a demo of something else. There was it was Mechanarium is one of the ones that was bought for us, and there was a demo of somewhere.
That game, what's that so familiar?
That thing's so funny.
No, I was just
I've just been giggling the whole time.
It's hypnotic.
It is. It's super hypnotic.
What is it?
Some sort of fidget.
Oh, that thing. Yeah. Strange Antiquities is the demo. We thought we could try either of those.
Oh, yeah, that one's great. Okay. Yeah.
Okay,
I
good.
was gonna say I have not played Strange Antiquities, but I have played I think it was called like Strange Alchemy or something like that. There was like a precursor game to it, and it's from what I understand, it's basically the same formula, but they've redone it for a different field of study, and it was very good.
Cool. Jess, who the heck are you?
I'm Jess. I'm Jess, the Queen Binch. I am the other half of the little infestation that's putting its roots back down here in this channel. I don't think you'll get rid of it this time. It's a bit more
pretty
antibiotic
vaccine resistant at this point. Yeah.
At this point, it's going to be a bit difficult, I think.
It might actually be causing autism at this point.
Yeah.
I've certainly been feeling it.
Yes, I keep doing that to people. It's contagious. Sorry.
Hell yeah.
Get the
Thanks for
Tylenol.
having
Mitch.
Yes.
I was thinking it.
Lovely.
Yeah, going everybody. My name's Mitch. You can find me on the Twitter, what is now known as X, Mitch_Earnshaw, where you'll find me occasionally posting, very rarely, and liking a lot of sumo stuff because I love my sumo wrestling. And you'll also occasionally find me on Twitch, where I will stream random stuff. And I'm glad to be back here again.
That's it. It's been great having you, mate. I've been Josh the Pirate, and if you didn't know that, I'm surprised you're here, but thank you for coming. It's been lovely to see you. I run D&D and other TTRPG-related games with my lovely wife, Karen, the mother of bunnies, and all my splendid friends. We will be back next Tuesday for some more video games from Karen, and on Thursday night, more of this! More is Breakout from Bloodmoon Bay. Let us draw a winner. We're going to close the giveaway now and draw a winner. Leon Shields. There you go, buddy. I will send it through, and I believe you're in our Discord, so I will send that through to you, Leon. Congratulations. You get a Troll Lord Games voucher. $10 for their online store. Well done. So, guys, we're going to drop a raid over on Dreaded GM. Show Dread the love. Throw up your favorite raid emotes in chat, and we will see you same bat time, same bat channel next week for some more Humblewood. Say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody. Don't forget to like and subscribe, you wee scallywags! Avast for now!